What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you are new to the channel, I'm your host as always, Rashid White, and joining me is Pete from Nets Fan. You know, we're going to get into this topic here. Houston has the best trade package for the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to get into Cam Whitmore and why I think the Sean Marks should really kind of jump on this right away. Well, Pete dropped off and everything, man. He'll probably get back in here, man. So let's get into it. Now, one of the reasons why I want Cam Whitmore is because of the there's other players that on the Houston Rockets that I wanted to kind of look at too, and seeing why Cam Whitmore is actually really not in the starters lineup. Because if you look at it, if you're really that better than the other player that's starting, you would actually start. So Cam Whitmore, he puts a lot of pressure on the actual defense. Now, there's a story that actually came out. Let me share the actual article. But Pete, what you actually think about this? You got some your thoughts on this, man? Go ahead.
Man, I just want to apologize for a second. I don't know if you might have some echo in the beginning. I had to leave for a second and came back and come back. That's why I left. If everybody heard anything.
No,
you know what, bro? You know what? Let's put a pin in it. Put up what you want to put up because I got some inside info for you, and I don't want to spoil it in the first couple minutes. So let me just hold on to that. But I think you have a very interesting idea here. I'll leave it.
All right. Yeah. Now I don't know if the Houston Rockets are really interested in Cam Johnson. If you look at Cam Whitmore, I mean, his ceiling is definitely a lot higher than Cam Johnson. Now, Cam Johnson's a really good player, and as everybody knows, I really like him. But if you look at hold on, so hold on 1 second. Let me just get through this and everything, man, and I'll get the link in the chat in about like 5-10 minutes or so. Let me get through this. Let me get through these article over here. Where was it over here? All right, let's go. First of all, let's go to his scouting report over here. And his NBA comparisons is Karan Butler, Jay Crowder, and we'll focus on the weaknesses. This is him actually coming out of college right here. We know about his strengths already, so I don't want to focus on the strengths too much because, if you go into a playoff series, most of these coaches, I mean, they can break your game down to a molecule and they'll take these strengths away. So we got to focus on the weaknesses over here. So, one of the things that they were saying was
20. BK, he is 20, right?
Yeah. A lot of weaknesses. Yeah. But I'm gonna show some highlights too. But there was a lot of stuff that I was looking at. Like I was looking at this scouting report over here, like in terms of him saying that his game was very predictable and adding the floater would actually help him be less predictable. So some of the games that I actually watched, he does have a floater. He added that to his arsenal right there. It says average ball handling skills, doesn't have much wiggle, misdirection to his game with the dribble. So I've seen some actual improvements in that, right? 3-point shooting, I actually seen some improvements in Cam Whitmore's 3-point shooting, right? Being able to actually be a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter where he's not so ball centric, right? He's not like Giannis where he just needs the ball, or he can't do anything without the basketball. It says over here below average court vision, doesn't pass the ball much at all. And this is him actually coming out of college. Defensive awareness and overall fundamentals are a work in progress. So it seems like he's really been kind of working on his game. Let me see here. And this is the story. It says Nets trade rumors, Rockets interested in Cameron Johnson. I actually wanted to kind of lead off with this story first, though, but there's so much things going on right now. It says up to 10 teams have recently inquired with the Nets on Cam Johnson, and the trade market takes off. The Cavs, the Grizzlies, the Kings, the Lakers, the Magic, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Rockets, and the Warriors. Now, to me, the Houston Rockets and probably the Warriors are probably one of the better, or even the Nuggets. Like, we got to do another one on that. It's Michael Porter Jr. That's kind of interesting right there, man. A 6'11" shooting guard, But it says if the Rockets do pursue Johnson in a trade, they'll have to beat out teams like OKC, Orlando, and Golden State Warriors, who have more to offer in form of young talent sitting on the bench. most of Houston's young core has become a key part of the rotation. Now, Reed Shepherd to me is not I don't think he's an NBA player, man.
You mean the third overall pick of the last draft is not an NBA player?
He's undersized. I don't like his size, man. You know, I don't know. I mean,
you're very, I gotta say, BK, you're very harsh on these young players. Like, he's like 20 years old, Reed Shepherd.
Well, I'm talking about his overall build, though, man. He's not really like hyper, like he's not athletic, and I mean, if he was really that good, he would be in the starting rotation, though, man. You know what I'm saying? He's barely getting minutes. Like if you
made the starting rotation.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm saying if you used to take, for example, if you used to take Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum and put them on the Houston Rockets roster, they're starting. All right, they're just better than mostly every single like Houston Rockets starting five right there. That's what I'm saying though. So Reed Shepherd, I don't know. He just doesn't jump off at me though. He's a really, really good role player. We'll see.
You know what? I got a couple of things I want to just throw in over here.
All right,
we have to keep in mind that Houston is competing right now. They're the third seed in the West. So you're not going to develop players like you probably would if you're rebuilding like you're the Nets. A couple of things I wanted to just throw at you. I thought it was interesting you brought this up because I actually brought this trade idea up myself a little differently, though. We could trade Steven Adams and what was his name? Jeff Green. Steven Adams and Jeff Green for CJ. Those contracts work perfectly. You could even throw in Whitmore in that deal if you wanted to. And the Rockets have a lot of picks that the Nets would value, like Phoenix's pick, right? Or I think they still have one of our picks down the line. There's a lot to it, but I have a little bit more information, but I'll let you go now. Go ahead.
Okay. No. I mean, you can go right into it now, man. I think I'm pretty much done.
Sure, we're ready?
Yes, I am. And DJ saying I don't know basketball, but like DJ, you did agree with me saying that, like in terms of Cam Whitmore. No, when I was saying about Giannis, he's not the most skilled guy in the world when you compare him to like a Kevin Durant, but in terms of his pressure on the defense, we need something like that, man. That can get other guys easy baskets. All right, go ahead, man.
This is what I heard. I brought this idea up to someone that I talked to that's like around the team. He told me that he doesn't think this deal would go down at all. The Rockets really need 3-point shooting. If you look at their stats, they're one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in basketball. But he just says he doesn't see a matchup over there. But I don't see how many teams could really match up for CJ. As far as Golden State, that would be another ideal place to send him. But look at all these teams, all these picks out in the West. Houston, I know the article just said that they don't have like that good of an offer compared to those other teams. I think Houston is one of the best offers that they could give us. But let's see if they want to play ball though.
Exactly. No, in order to win a championship, if they actually really going for a championship, if you look at Boston and how they actually constructed, I mean, you need depth, man. I mean, like maybe they want Cam Whitmore, right? And they see him as a guy off the bench that can average like 18 something points a game. So what do you actually think about that?
He's been playing more the last 2 games. I think he averaged like 20-something minutes. Then the game before that, he put up, I think, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an injury over there or something, or they're just trying new guys. But I'd like to see him get more minutes. I disagree with you a little bit in that, playoff teams looking at him, they're going to be able to strategize against him. The dude's, like 21 years old, I said, or something like that. He has time to develop his game. He's not going to be coming to us as the number one option, right? He probably does start, but do you really think he's going to be, like the second or third option? Maybe, maybe with CT being out, but he won't be the first option for sure.
Well, I mean, you need like the athleticism that he actually brings. It's like a poor man's Giannis, like he can get downhill. Let me put the highlights up here. Hold on, because let me just actually show people what I'm talking about over here. And let me see, what was it? Let's look at his 26-point game over here that he actually had. This is a career high from him, and Yeah, usually ZH highlights is really not that bad in terms of like wanting to actually demonetize the video or anything like that, man. They understand this is like an educational breakdown analysis over here, man.
Do they really do that? They strike you?
Not strike you, they'll take the ad revenue.
That's crazy.
They could strike me. They could, but they usually just take the ad revenue. Which is not much. This ain't much, man. It's a small show. It's not like a big YouTuber or anything like that. If the NBA, they don't want to hear it. Like you showing like clips from the NBA, then like they'll actually they'll take it, man. But I could argue with YouTube too. Like this is like an educational analysis over here, man. So let's look at Cam Whitmore right here. Let's see.
This is him at 19, by the way.
Yeah.
Keep this in mind. Make it a little bit bigger.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
So people can see.
You see what I'm saying? How he puts pressure on the defense, man. He's able to break a defense down. This is what the Brooklyn Nets are actually missing. Cam Johnson doesn't give you this. There you go. This is what I'm talking about right here, man. Guy that can finish in traffic, break a defense down. Is strong. He can match up defensively with like a Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown. I'm sorry, not Jason Tatum, but Jaylen Brown.
A sweet shot.
Yeah. Really, really, really good catch and shoot 3-point shot. I gotta look at his numbers. I think it was 35% the last time I checked. Runs the floor pretty well. Ooh.
I'll look up the stats while you provide commentary.
Right. So Cam Johnson's not giving us this over here, man. So this is like a no-brainer. If the Houston Rockets is actually really willing to do this, make the damn trade immediately. Stop waiting. Stop wasting time.
But would they even give him up in a deal?
I mean, I think if it would be up to Cam Whitmore to really come out and say, hey, I want a bigger role. Because right now, I mean, they're not really playing him. They sent him to the G League.
20 years old.
I know.
Old. What's he going to say?
There you go. See, play some defense while he runs the floor. And there you go, some playmaking right there, man. See, that's one of the things on the scouting report where it says he wasn't really a good playmaker or anything like that. But the last couple of games I've seen, he's a pretty decent passer right there. So, what do you think, man?
He looks good. I'm just looking up his stats. I gotta say, he looks a lot bigger than I thought he would. I thought he was a little bit skinnier. And I see what you said when you're talking about like Jaylen Brown. Like,
well, he can match up to them physically. Yeah.
I definitely see that. And he looks good for a 20-year-old. This game that we just watched, he was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. I like to see him develop. There's a reason why he was picked. I think 11th or 12th overall.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit later than that. I think it was 15 or 16. Let me check.
He was 20th. I was totally off.
20th. Yeah, it was later than that.
Overall. Yeah. But it's tough because when you have a team that's contending like Houston, would he be playing more if they weren't contending? If they were rebuilding, would you be seeing him playing, in starting games? Or is the talent that much of a difference that he wouldn't be playing at all? That's my issue here.
Yeah, when you read a scouting report, the doubt on the dunker, what's going on, man? DJ was good. Jonathan, Daniel was good. Tell what's going on, man? Ivan, he said he's too small, BK. Listen, he's 6'7", 200. Yeah, he's 6'7", 235 pounds. That's not small, man. I mean, he's it's not like he's playing the power forward position. If he was playing the forward, then I understand what you're saying, but he's deemed as a small forward, right? So and he has good ball handling skills. So one of the things I was kind of worried about with Cam Whitmore. It was like, okay, well, small forwards actually needs to be able to dribble the basketball really well, pass the basketball, and shoot. So he has a really good handle. I didn't see him get stripped. I mean, he seems confident. So yeah, man.
He shot. Let me cut you off over here. He shot 42% on catch and shoot threes last year.
Yeah, it's pretty good. pretty good, and he could drive it to the rim. You know, he can get to the basket. You know, so it's not like he's needs the ball to be effective. So that's good. Catch and shoot. You know, that's really good. He says
he shot
BK
23% on pull-up threes though.
Yeah,
obviously
that's
not great.
Oh, you mean wait, 43% on catch and shoot threes?
23% on pull-up threes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's something he has to work on. Yeah. I mean, it's not easy to do that at the NBA level, man.
Absolutely, I'm just saying, just pointing out different things about his game.
Yeah. So what do you actually think? You think Sean Marks should pounce on this immediately, or just like kind of wait and see?
I would do the deal immediately. He's 6'7". You need a small. If you're trading CJ, right? That's obviously the deal that would be going down. You're gonna need a small forward. Who else? I don't want to see Keon Johnson keep on getting these minutes. I like the defense he's playing, but I'm not a Keon Johnson fan. I'd like to see, if you're not going to get draft picks, I'd like to see someone like a Cam Whitmore come in there. I wanted the Nets to draft Cam Whitmore, but I don't. I think the Nets need younger prospects, and this guy just kind of fits the bill.
Yeah.
I don't see a deal happening though. I trust my source on this one. He's usually pretty right. But if you look at these other teams, give me one more second. When you look at all these other teams and these other contracts, there's not too many teams that have expiring deals. So unless the Nets are going to take back money, you have Houston and Golden State, and then you're going to have to do a deal with OKC or another team and add in 3 or 4 teams. It gets complicated.
All right, so why is Sean Marks just banking on the draft? One player is not going to change anything. I mean, just look at the Washington Wizards. They got rid of all their talent, right? All their veterans, and look where they are now. The Detroit Pistons is finally starting to turn things around. They're starting to look a little competitive. But you look at San Antonio, like one player is not going to really like guarantee anything. You can get even like AJ DeBonsta. If you actually get him, I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It's just one guy.
BK, come on.
What?
Come on.
Yes,
obviously one player doesn't change a whole franchise, but in a way, yes, it can. Because if you draft someone, I'm going to make an example over here. If you're like Cleveland back in the day and you draft a Kyrie Irving, a young point guard, maybe like a Dylan Harper, you build around him and you can get an all-star, you can get a superstar to join the team a year or two in, right? This is about building piece by piece. We're not going to get Dylan Harper and then win 50 games and be the first seed. It's not going to happen. But you're looking to build around these guys. When you're building a team with the CBA, having a good young player, maybe like a Dylan Harper, making that rookie scale contract, it allows you to use that money elsewhere and either build around him or even add superstars around him.
That's hard to do, man. It's not like it's easy. That's the thing. No. I agree with you. I mean, I'm thinking the same thing. But I mean, look, they're trying to get people to come and play with Wemby right now. I mean, the Spurs is looking for a point guard to play with Wemby, right? I mean, it's not that easy though. If you think
if Wemby was in Brooklyn, right? Do you think the Nets would have any trouble? Come on, New York, Wemby, an all-generational type player.
I don't know anymore because Donovan Mitchell turned down New York. He did the unthinkable. I mean, he re-signed with Cleveland.
Look at the team that he stayed on. They paid him more money than what the Nets were probably going to offer.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I was an over-the-road truck driver. Like, I mean, I've been to Cleveland a billion times. I'm like, it's Cleveland. I said, no way he stays in Cleveland. And it seems like let's look at the 25 and the 25 NBA free agency is trash.
Can I tell you something about Donovan Mitchell? This is what someone told me. I was surprised when he re-signed myself. I thought he might stay just because of the team and the money. But what I was told was, Pete, if you think he's going to finish his contract there, unless they're go on a run and win a championship or whatever, they think that he's eventually going to ask out. Possibly come to New York eventually. But at that time, he wanted the contract and he saw the team around. They're young and they're very good.
I mean, between them and Boston, really are like the top teams. Maybe the Knicks is probably a dark horse, but man, I mean,
They're loaded. Come on.
Yeah, they are. They are. And Kenny Atkinson is gotten like Donovan Mitchell to actually play team basketball, man. Like move the basketball, right? It's not just being so like isocentric, right? So,
and they're young.
Yeah, and they're young. Yeah, and you look at Evan Mobley. I mean, he's. I was like, wow, is this the same player, man? Like,
yeah, because they're young, they develop. It takes time, man. It takes a couple years.
No, DJ, I do agree with that. He never wanted to go to Brooklyn. It was the Knicks, right? It was the Knicks. We were just saying New York in general, not the Brooklyn, not the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. So
at one point, I could tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man.
And I'm not saying that, but by the way, when I say something, I'm not saying it off of I think. It's I know.
Okay, all right. So you think he'll ask out? But I mean, will he want to come here? I don't know. It's hard for me to see.
I think he wants to come home eventually, but I don't know when would that be. They're on a roll right now. I wouldn't think that you'd want to leave Cleveland until you see this out. Like, that team would have to fall apart at some point. But a couple years down the line, it's something to look at. Possibly.
Yeah, how old is he now?
That I'm not 100% sure.
I think he's like 29, 30, 31. Nah, I'd rather take my chances with like maybe trying to get AJ DeBonster next season.
Me too.
Yeah, but AJ DeBonster doesn't even want to play for New York, any New York team. The Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks. I mean, he has San Antonio on his mind. He has.
But it doesn't matter though, because you know how it works. You get drafted. If you get drafted by the Nets and you're him, right? Sure, the Nets could trade him. Sure, he can make life hell. Sure, the Nets could make his life hell. But I think you just report to the team that you get drafted to, and if you're that good, you're going to have leverage, and you could force your way out in a year or two.
I don't know. Zion was that good too, right? And then he's still stuck on the Pelicans. They're not trying to let him go.
Say that again. You broke up.
No, I said Zion. I mean, he didn't want to go to New Orleans, and he's stuck there.
You know what happens with these guys? Maybe now I will say might be a little bit different with the NIL money, but when you're getting your first multi-million-dollar contract, you sign that and you play, and you figure it out later.
Okay. All right. So the Cam Whitmore thing, you don't think the Houston Rockets will do it?
From the person I talked to, they don't think a deal with Houston would go down in particular. I'm not sure why. I personally think, this is me, going against my source on this. I think they would be a great trade partner. You cut Jeff Green, you cut Steven Adams, you keep Whitmore, and you wind up getting some draft capital. I don't know how much draft capital you would get if you're getting Whitmore in the deal. I would ask you this now. Let's say the Nets say, you know what, you guys keep Whitmore and we want more first-round picks. What would you rather have, first-round picks or Whitmore?
I mean, what would those picks actually be? Like late first-round picks, or?
I'm just making this up off the top of my head.
Well, I would probably take the
20s. You get
I'll take Whitmore. Yeah. Because 20s, like normally 20s, like historically. I mean, those guys have a lot of holes in their games. I mean, they need a lot of work. It's going to take them like 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years. But then again, you never know. I mean, look at Şengün. Şengün was picked like number 13, right? We've seen other draft picks like Killian Hayes, pick number 8, right? And Oren says a first round pick. What? I mean, you have something right here. We know who this is right here, man. All right. We know he can actually play in the NBA. If you get a late first round pick, I mean, usually a lot of those guys are one dimensional, man, for the most part. I mean, you're not getting Şengüns in the late 20s. You're getting project players. So sometimes even look at Cooper Flag. I mean, there was a report that actually came out, and they were saying he is falling now. He's gone from probably the number 1 pick to the number 2 pick because Cooper Flag needs a lot of work. So he's projected to be a number 1 pick, right? So imagine a late 20s.
Well, Whitmore was the 20th overall pick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I'm saying for the most part. I mean, but you look at the scouting report on Cam Whitmore. I mean, it's damn near 3 paragraphs in the negatives, though. He had to work on a lot of things.
That's almost every player, though.
No, that's not almost every player.
Do you want to bet?
It's not. I do a lot of these scouting reports.
Get outside of the top 10. I bet you could find paragraphs.
Oh, yeah. That's what you're saying. Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah.
It just seems you don't like this dude too much.
No, I like him. I just no. That's the whole title of the show. I want him here. Okay, and that's one of the things I was saying on the Breezy show yesterday. Is if Cam Whitmore was really, really good, right? He would get the minutes, right? Like I said, if I take Jaylen Brown and put him on the Houston Rockets, he's not going to be on the bench. I mean, he's definitely going to be starting. So that's one of the things is a head scratcher for me why Ime Udoka would actually. Matter of fact, tomorrow's Christmas. I'm off tomorrow. I got the whole day. I'm gonna watch some Houston Rockets games because the highlights sometimes doesn't tell you really everything, right? Sometimes you actually gotta watch the whole games. They don't show you a lot of the mistakes, right? They can make Nick Claxton actually really look good in the highlight package.
They make you look. Me and you could look good on the highlight package.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
You know what I mean? I want to ask you this. Let me interrupt you 1 second with this. I was just thinking about this. Let's talk about Cam Whitmore and other young prospects that you might get for CJ. Who else would the Nets even target as a quote-unquote young target, young potential player to build around? If you're not going to get a Whitmore, we look at Golden State, like a Kaminga. How many players are really out there in a deal for CJ? I don't see too many.
I like that kid from OKC. Was it Jalen Williams? I don't know if they would try. He's better. They would give him up. Jonathan Kaminga, we haven't seen a lot of him. I mean, Steve Kerr really kind of hindered his development somewhat. I mean, his
who would you rather have, BK? Who would you rather have, Kaminga or Whitmore? They're the same. Expiring deal, picks, same picks, and then those players you got to pick from either Whitmore or Kaminga.
So I guess you got to go by the NBA comp, right? They have Kaminga. His NBA comp is actually Jaylen Brown.
He's going to be what do you call? I got to say this is also very important to keep in mind. He's going to be a restricted free agent at the end of the year, and Whitmore probably still has more contract length on his deal.
I would probably go with Whitmore then, and it all depends on the draft too, man, what the Nets actually really get. Like it's not definitive if the the Nets get a top 1 through 3 pick, man. I mean, after that, it's just a question mark. When you start going past number 5, 6, or 7, like I said, Killian Hayes, number 8, and he's borderline out of the league.
Though. You don't think this draft is? You don't think that there's at least 5 or 6 can't miss prospects?
I mean, yes, I think there is. But look at Cooper Flag, right? I mean, if you're dubbed as the number 1 pick, right, you have to be able to at least make multiple All-Star teams. I mean, he's not better right now. He's not even better than what's his name on Orlando? What's his name?
Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo. Yeah.
That's a good point. I think Cooper Flag, I think the issue there is that first of all, he just turned 20. Let's keep that in mind. I think he just turned 20. I'm pretty sure. I think he's very good to elite as far as projection wise in multiple areas of his game. But unfortunately, his weakest part is his offense. So if you're going to draft somebody first overall, like you just said, am I really going to pick someone who I can't rely on scoring? Like, I know the defense is there. The rebounding's probably going to be there. Playmaking's probably
and that's what I'm saying. He's a number 1 pick. and you start going like 15, 16, 17. Like I'm gonna really start looking at a lot of these these players in the draft. I'm gonna really study their scouting reports, and not right now. It's still somewhat early.
Too early, bro.
Yeah, it's still too early, but more like towards, God willing, March, April, Mayish, we're gonna really kind of look at. He says Jonathan Kaminga is not a. Jonathan says Jonathan Kaminga is not a max player.
Shut up, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Jonathan.
And we don't know. I mean, Jonathan Kaminga hasn't really played, like meaningful minutes or anything like that, man.
Well, who would give him a max anyway? I'm not saying to give him a max.
That's what he wants.
Oh, I want a max deal also.
I mean, all right. So if his NBA comp is Jaylen Brown, and yeah, I would say yes, that he's worth like a max. Then if he turns into that, if he actually reaches that ceiling.
Well, that would be a very good ceiling, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But Steve Kerr didn't really play him as much, though. They didn't really play him that much. It's like Cam Thomas, pretty much. It was like they had him buried on the. They should have played him more.
Well, why do you think that is? Do you think that's a fit issue?
Maybe, I don't know, man. What was it? I was looking into that. I forgot, man. I did some research on that, and it was a couple of things. His shot selection, I think it was ball head. It was something. Let me read the scouting report again on him, because it was. What was it though? It was.
Where are you getting these scouting reports from?
NBADraft.net, man. That's all the NBA. Let's see.
Check
what were they?
Different sources, my friend. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They're very good. But
no, I do. This one gives you like an in-depth, like really goes into detail in terms of like breaking a lot of their games down to the molecule. All right, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, his 3-point shooting was like 24% from three, right? And he's dubbed as a small forward / power forward. So Jonathan Kaminga, 6'7", 220 pounds. So undersized at the power forward position at 220 pounds, right? And doesn't have the skills, like enough skill set for the actual three position. But Jaylen Brown was like that too. I remember Jaylen Brown really wasn't a great ball handler. He had to really kind of morph into that, man. Same thing with jump shooting, 3-point shooting. I remember when Jaylen Brown first got into the NBA, he had to work on his jumper. Yeah, it says black post moves. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say with Kaminga, I'm looking at his stats right now. If he's gonna be playing at power forward, playing 25 minutes a game, he's only averaged 4 rebounds the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's on the size at that position. Good. Yeah. Now, so if he had like a really, really good offensive game, right? He let's say his 3-point shooting was like 40%, 41% from three, like catch and shoot threes. Then you could put him at that 4 position, even though he's undersized, because at least he'll make those guys like Anthony Davis, or if AD actually does play the 4, like a Zion. I mean, he'll make a lot of those guys actually work on defense, which can actually tire their offense out, So, but he's shooting is like 24, 25% from three. The last time I actually checked, it could have actually improved. So when you have like your 3-point shooting is not that good. I mean, teams just drop back on you. It can cause like spacing issues right there. So
he's at 33% this year.
Okay, it's not terrible, but it's not good either.
32% last year.
So he's improving, yeah.
But listen to this. The year before that, he was 37%.
How many attempts though?
That's the issue. The last 3 years, he's had 3.7 attempts.
Not enough.
And 2.2 again.
Yeah, not enough. Yeah, we need to, because I mean that even that was like he shot. What did you say? 38%, 39%. That won't get you to a 3-point shootout contest, man. It would have to be like I think like 5 or 6 attempts a game at 38, 39, 40-something%. So 2 threes, yeah.
He shot 37% on 2.2. And that was at 22-23 season. That was
I know DJ. He doesn't get the touches like that, you know. I mean, he should, like I said, I mean, they should give him some touches in the regular season. Right now, the Golden State Warriors are actually, well, the last time I checked, they were like the number 10th seed or something like that, the 9th or 10th seed. So, I mean, Steph Curry can't carry, he can't carry. He's like 37 years old, 38 years old.
They got Dennis now. They good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me take some calls over here, man. And these guys let me see. Let me get this link in here for these guys. Yeah, we gotta be cordial, man, and we cannot talk over each other, you know. All right. I don't want to have to mute anybody. So DJ, get on up in here, man. You said I don't know basketball or something like that, man. So Cam Whitmore, I'm not saying he's the most highly skilled guy, right? Giannis is not the most highly skilled guy either, but Giannis puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and it really gets like other like shooters like DFS who can't really break a defense down, like wide open shots, right? Just put some. You need that, man. All right, so let me get Jonathan in here. And I know Jonathan actually has a lot to say about this. And I think, Pot Thorn, you're first, man. Go ahead, man.
What's up, Pod?
Yo, Pot Thorn.
My G, BK, what up?
What's good, man?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
First of all, let's get to the basketball. Let's do that quick. Cam Whitmore is a good player. He has tweener size. He's an NBA 6'7". He measured with shoes on at the combine 6'5" and 7 corners. So he's like 6,
almost 6'6".
He's almost 6'6".
Yeah.
Right. And for this current NBA, that is an undersized small forward. They on their team right now, the young dudes that are playing over him, like one of the Thompson twins is over there. He's 6'9", and he's bringing the ball up. Like, these teams want to be longer. They want to play with length. So that minimizes his value a little bit. But if the Nets were ever able to grab him, you got to do it. I don't agree. I don't agree with your your source, because imagine, right? You've got, first of all, just like OKC. OKC has shot. Imagine he goes to the playoffs and he loses because they don't have 3-point shooting. What do you mean you kept draft picks instead of getting the player they needed to win in the playoffs? That's how superstar players start asking out.
Facts.
That's how superstar players start questioning the GM. Like, wait a second, like, we needed 3-point shooting. Cam Johnson was right there. They didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to go over the apron. They didn't, like, what? Like, what's the reason why they didn't go get this player? Oh, they wanted to draft dudes? I'm out of here.
Well, you do have Reed Shepard on there, man. Again, I don't think he's really like an NBA starter.
Himself. He hasn't. He's gonna take a while before he plays. Like, and this is coming from someone who bet that he might be the rookie of the year. It's just right
Reed
now.
Shepard?
Yeah,
they were calling this kid Stephen Curry this summer. Like, they really overhyped and overblew his stock, man, when it wasn't even anywhere near that.
Now, I had seen him a couple times, and his 3-point shooting was impressive. I thought because Houston doesn't have 3-point shooting, that he'd be able to overcome, and he'd look good because they need 3-point shooting so desperately. That's why this Cam thing is that these teams are gonna have to understand, and I think Marks is just waiting for someone to come with the right deal that has rewarded him previously. The real deal for Mikal was Houston. They decided that they were gonna trade Mikal to Houston. Mikal didn't want to really go to Houston. He went to the Knicks and was like, yo, they're about to send me to Houston. And they upped the offer. They came up with the six picks. Like, that's not a normal trade for a dude who's not a number one. But that it's the situation. And that's what we have right now. Can OKC afford to let Houston fix their 3-point shooting? And
Good
I think
question.
I think the answer is no. They can't afford. None of these teams can
It's the
afford.
it's the contracts though. They don't match up well. It's a big issue.
Right, and
Oh, that
I'll give Pete this. He's right though that the easier path forward would probably be Houston, as they have the perfect expiring salaries and Whitmore. So if you could work out a combination of that, but I agree with what you just said though. If OKC actually wants to win with Shea when their window's right now and they miss out on Johnson, as a spectator, I'd be asking OKC, do you guys really want to win, or do you just find being a small market that can win but not win the whole damn thing? So if they don't
no
get
Shy.
Johnson, that could blow
Shy's
up in
gonna
their face
ask that.
potentially.
Shy's gonna ask that. Shy's
Right,
gonna ask. Did you really not close the gap on this, or like widen the
right.
gap is really what they're trying to do. They want to win in the playoffs. And if you don't have you don't have one like knockdown 3-point shooter on your team, as good as that team is, as good as Chet is, they need someone to space the floor in the playoffs to let SGA get busy.
Right.
That's just what it is. And if
Remember the
they
move? Remember the move they made last year where they got Gordon Hayward? Like nobody understood why they made that move, and it was a complete failure of a move. The guy dropped 0 points in all the minutes he played. Like
That was a
they need
contract.
to.
That was a contract move. That's why they wanted to
Yeah,
know if the
but
money was expiring.
right. But at the end of the day, like you wish that they would have made a move for Johnson at that point if he was available at that timeline. But back to the point, if OKC doesn't go after him, they still have a hole there. And you look at some guys on that team: Kenrich Williams, Wiggins. Isaiah Joe, like those are expendable guys for the right player upgrade, and Johnson fits the bill a bit. It's not really sacrificing crazy depth if they made a move for Johnson, especially if they put Nicole on the table.
All right,
So
hold on 1 second.
Pete,
there's
if you're
there's potential
Presti,
there for him.
if you're Presti Pete, who are you taking? Kuzma or Cam Johnson?
Nah, probably Cam Johnson, man.
I'm probably taking Kuzma.
Nah, Kuzma is just defense more. He's not really offensively that good right now.
Wait,
anymore.
what am I like? What's the team like? A champion, a contender?
If you're
Hold on, DJ, what's your
OKC right now?
I'll take Kuzma because Kuzma's battle tested. He's been in the playoffs a lot.
Nah, he's
He's shooting 27% from 3 this year.
Yeah, his numbers. They actually had to lower down the asking price. They wanted.
Okay.
Wait,
DJ.
I think DJ's going more with the athleticism though part. Like Kuzma's more athletic.
Kuzma's hurt.
Kuzma's stock has dropped though. They had to lower their asking price
Hold on.
first. They wanted 2 first, and they lowered the price down.
He's having a bad year. I mean,
yeah.
Let me ask. He probably doesn't want to even be in Washington. Let me ask DJ something, man. What do you think about Cam Whitmore?
Going to Dallas to stay in Washington.
I couldn't believe he did that. He turned down a chance to go to the NBA Finals. That's wild.
You probably didn't know they were going there.
Nah, I mean, with Kyrie and Luka there, you have a chance, and he didn't want to take that chance. That's
all right.
him.
So let me ask DJ: with Cam Whitmore to the Brooklyn Nets, if he does come here,
do the deal, bro. I like Cam Whitmore, bro.
Yeah. You would do the deal, right? And what's his ceiling? What do you think he can actually morph into?
What can he morph into?
Jimmy Butler.
I don't
know about Butler, Pod.
He's
too early. Too early there,
He plays.
They don't have the same play style.
Yeah, not right now, at least.
I like the fact that he puts pressure on the defense, man. He puts pressure on the rim.
Jimmy Butler's athletic, but he's not no.
He ain't no Cam Whitmore. He's not.
Yeah, he don't jump to the hoop like Whitmore can, right, DJ?
Yeah, their play style is not even the same.
They play
way better in the mid range. He has a way better mid range game.
There's 6'5" shooting guard, small forwards that play angry. I think. I'm telling you, there's that aggressive style of play to the bucket. That's what makes him so good in the playoffs.
But you just say Jimmy Butler, nah, bro.
So why is Sean Marks? Hold on. Let me ask that something. Everybody.
Jimmy don't play like that.
Why is Sean Marks?
Wait. Let him tell me how Jimmy plays.
Jimmy Butler is a slasher / mid range ISO type of player, bro.
Now he has the mid range. Cam does not have the mid range, but but you described Cam. He's a slasher.
Yeah,
he's
a
slasher that uses
but that's the thing though. The mid range
to get
and the
to the
3
basket.
ball is what separates them.
What the mid? Yeah, but Jimmy didn't come into the league with the mid range either. They both was picked.
So
in the
you're saying he's
round.
a Chicago Bull Jimmy Butler?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Nah,
when
I
he
don't
first
see it.
when he first came into the league, he was picked 27th or something like that. He was picked at the end of the first round. Nobody thought, or he might have even been a second round pick. I can't
He
remember.
was a second round pick.
Yeah, he was a slept on player, but he was aggressive. He was mean. That's Whitmore. Whitmore plays like that. Whitmore dunks on you, and like,
Well, where do you go? Jimmy
points to your
Butler's
mother in the
first round
stands.
30th pick overall.
Yeah, let me put the highlights back up there because Jimmy Butler doesn't play like no Cam Whitmore.
Yeah, they don't play alike.
Nah,
at all.
They don't play alike at all. But
what does besides the mid range? And that's not.
Wait. Y'all
that's
sure
not
he's 6'7"?
bag.
He does look like he's 6'5".
Nah,
I mean,
he's taller than that,
6'5".
bro.
He's 6'5" and 3/4.
I've been to a Rockets
That's
game,
his
BK.
I always go by the combine height.
I don't go by the
dudes-
combine, bro. They always get that shit
It's
wrong.
it's wild that he's in the G League
No,
right
they
now. If there's a
actually
chance to
measured
get
him.
him, you have to look at
Guys,
all
one at a time. One at a
About-
time.
Say it again.
I was saying talk one at a time because we're drowning out each other.
No,
Nah,
what
but
did Jonathan say? Jonathan, what'd you say?
No, I'm just saying, if there's an opening for Whitmore, you look at all possibilities. And if the Rockets actually want to make a good offer, if OKC and Kings are making their best offers, the Rockets would have to put Whitmore on the table. I think that's the only shot they'd have of us even listening to them at that point. So we'll see.
Yeah. What was the question, BK? Was you saying would I do the deal if I'm the Nets? Would I do the deal, or would the Rockets do the deal?
no, would you want him as a Nets fan? Would you want him?
I would do the deal, but I just don't think the Rockets is going to do it.
Well, so why do you think that's the case? Is it really more for like depth or like?
I just think they just in a good position right now. I don't think they want to really mess up anything too much.
Oh, they're one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. Cam Johnson is shooting like, was it 38, 39% three? But
who he gonna play over?
That's true too.
I mean, dang, it's only one basketball, bro. You can't get everybody on.
No, I mean, Cam Johnson's not going to be like a ISO guy or anything like that, man.
Nah, he's gonna be like the. I don't know, bro.
But it's like, all right. So let's say, all right. So something like,
but BK, even if you trade Cam Whitmore, you still got mad players over there, bro.
Yeah, is Cam Johnson better than those guys though? I mean, like a lot of the bench
I don't think he's better than Tari Easton.
Okay. I mean, it gives you another ball handler if you have like 7-8 seconds on the shot clock.
He's a point guard though. What?
No, he's not. He's a wing.
So Devon says over here the best offer, and Pete, I want to get your take on this. Nikola Topic and 2 first-round picks. That's actually 2 first-round picks.
Amin Thompson and what's his name? Fred VanVleet are the point guards.
You want me to take on this deal?
Yeah. Nikola Topic and 2 first-round picks. I haven't seen Nikola Topic even play yet.
Yeah, I haven't played.
Yeah,
I don't think I've
he's
seen
hurt.
Topic
He's not
play.
playing. He's out for the year.
Not playing until next year, yeah.
So my take.
What is he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He has a lot of promise though, man. He's the one that hurt his ACL or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Dang, he out for the
season? Yeah. I saw him play.
Yeah, DJ.
Okay, I seen him play. He doesn't look.
I've never seen him play.
He was going to be a top 10 overall pick. Let's keep in mind that they just OKC, knowing that they're going to compete, drafted him 12th overall, knowing that he's not going to play a minute. All right. They like this dude. They're going to keep him on the roster. I think the issue with OKC is not whether you want the draft picks or you're going to trade Topic, is how are you going to match the contracts? They can't match the contracts. They only have long-term dudes. The only guy who was going to be expiring, Caruso, just re-signed, and they weren't going to trade him in this deal anyway. So that means you need a 3rd or even 4th team. What are you going to do? You're going to have to pay somebody just to get involved to just give us an expiring. It's going to be a big deal if this happens. I don't think it happens.
Would be. Yeah, it could. It
Dort contract? Does that match?
Isaiah Joe's contract matches, but they'd have to add the kicks.
How much he got paid, bro? Dang.
That's a long-term deal. That's like 4 years.
Right, but here's the thing, though. The Nets might take that back if OKC was willing to put 2 picks with Topic on the table. That's how the Nets would sacrifice some cap space if that deal was on the table. So that could work potentially, but Mark should have to be enticed. Mark said, I'm not taking back long-term money unless the draft capital is as enticing as what I'm taking back along with it. So that could tilt that. That's why it's so
they don't.
source.
He doesn't want to take on long-term money.
I heard him say he didn't want to take on any long-term.
Who's that? Sean Marks doesn't?
Yeah, he doesn't want to take on a long-term contract.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna have a hard time finding the trade. Then.
No, you got Golden State and Houston. They can do it easy.
But there's listen.
But I don't think Houston is going to do it though.
The free agents for 2025 and 2026 sucks. I mean, most of like Shea, I think Luka's up there. I think these guys are going to really stay with their teams, and the rest is like role players, man. I mean, there's Kyrie's up there. I think he ain't coming back here. I'm talking about guys that doesn't have like bad history with the Brooklyn Nets or anything like that. I
think a lot of those dudes, they're gonna resign.
That's why drafting is so important for us, BK, because you look at our outside options; they're not there right now. So we could set our window up nicely when real stars do become available at a certain time.
You're talking about unknowns. You understand that you had number 1, 2, and 3 like picks, become bust, Jonathan.
BK, but why did we get our picks back from Houston if not to do it at least? You know why? Because they looked at how the market was shaping up, and they didn't look like the stars were promising for Brooklyn. So that's why they want to go the draft out right now. It kind of fits their timeline. So what else? What other options are there, BK? It's not a whole lot of options.
Unknown.
Yeah, but
everything was an unknown. That's what it is. It's a gamble. It's always a gamble.
Yeah, and we never done this.
Kyrie was unknown. He just got hurt while he was in Duke. He wasn't. We knew exactly who Kyrie was going to be, man.
I knew from the start. I was like, he don't need to play 1 year. He need to be in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
But the point is that these guys, they play in college, and it's not guaranteed. Kyrie Irving could have busted also.
Nah,
right?
There's always a chance, BK.
That wasn't going to happen, man. That wasn't going to happen.
Jonathan,
he was destroying. Kyrie,
you were 100% on Doncic too.
Well,
no, we knew about Doncic. We knew he was going to be a monster.
Okay, BK. Okay, BK, you're crazy, bro. I love you, bro. You're a great guy, but you put a lot of weight on the quote unquote like these draft kids. Like all these guys are unknown when you draft them. Only LeBron. You had LeBron, and that's about it. Anyone else, you can't tell me that you 100% knew that they wouldn't be hurt, that they wouldn't have an off year, that they wouldn't be. You know what I mean?
No, there's just certain. I'm not saying every player, Pete, but like Shaquille O'Neal, he was going to be really good, right? There was no doubt in that. Yeah, there
was a super anomaly at the time.
No, he's not the only one, though, Jonathan. I'm just giving an example. Just because I give you one example doesn't mean that it's an anomaly.
How often do you have a LeBron?
Did you think Zion was going to be a bust, BK, when he had all that hype? Did you think he was going to fail, or do you think he was going to be on the right track?
No, I mean he got hurt though. That's different.
No, I'm asking you when he was playing well. Did you know he was going to be
a Jonathan, hold on. Injuries and not being able to play is two. I mean, like it's two different things.
No, like just because you get injured,
but BK, you have to admit that there's always a risk with any player that's drafted.
Though I did think about that though. I did think he was gonna have injury problems.
What's that, DJ?
Zion, I didn't think he's gonna be a bust, but I did kind of figure. I was like, maybe he is gonna have injury problems because of his weight.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean he doesn't have skill. Just because you hurt doesn't mean you're trash. You're just injured. I mean,
Luka was gonna come out.
If you're not on the court from playing or injury, you're not playing, and you're a bust. Right.
Yeah, but that's different things, man. I mean, you break your leg, like some kind of freak accident or something like that. It doesn't mean I mean, your skills is not trash.
It's a gamble. You never
you see retired pros go out there like Brian Scalabrine, right?
Hold on. They say I'm shooting down the trade. I just said I would do the trade. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I said I would do the trade. I just have doubts in Houston doing the trade because I don't think Houston's going to want to do the trade.
No, you're right about the DJ. Because remember, they're thinking about maybe getting a star next.
Maybe doing it.
No,
but I mean,
you know what it is, DJ. They're probably saving up some of their young pieces for a future move in the summer for a star. Maybe they don't want to get a star mid-season because it's going to take time to gel everybody. I agree with you on that. Maybe they're waiting for the summer to make a big move, so they don't have to make the Johnson move like you're saying, but they should.
Yo, let me say one last thing about this. If Doncic was so known and so well liked and whatnot, how come he wasn't picked first overall?
Oh, I'm not. I don't remember.
Because it was an unknown. That's my point.
What was he
still
picked?
I still can't believe the Hawks traded Luka, man. That was.
Wait, hold on, man. Michael Jordan was picked number 3 or something like that, man. Come on.
I mean, a lot of
GM,
a lot of you hold on.
You never know.
Trae Young
you don't think a lot of these
historic
teams make mistakes on draft night? Like a lot. Of
yeah, but just look at the different contrast, though, Pi. A completely 360 direction times 10 on that one.
I get it, but like people were really buying into the fact that the idea that Trae Young was like a combination between Curry and Harden, and he was gonna take over because he had a crazy senior year. Look up his stats in college. Like, I mean,
I remember that, Pete. There are stupid, there are dumb GMs out here too, man. Let's not forget. Sharp Marks.
I would have picked Luka, but I understand
JP was good.
Why Atlanta did what he did.
Right.
They both, Pop. They were both good.
Yeah,
but can't go wrong with either one.
Still a crazy decision making. Nah, I mean, no offense to Trae Young, but he needs a lot of help around him. I'm glad that he finally has a team of defenders around him, but they were swamping the last few years.
It kind of worked out for like a little stretch, though, Jonathan. I mean, they made the conference finals?
Yeah, when they went on that run, that's when they felt validated. But it was like the 2 years after. It was like, damn, we really traded Luka for one good year of Trae.
Any roster, I don't care who you. If you the Nets or if you any team, bro, you can't go wrong with a Luka or Trae Young, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on who you stack around them too.
Up in here. So I know when I did this show, I know I was gonna have Mo Beasley. Mo Beasley. So Mo Beasley. He's Mo Beasley saying that Cam Whitmore is not going anywhere. So he's a Houston Rockets fan, and
why ain't he G-League Mo Beasley? He should be playing some big minutes.
Jonathan, do you realize how many like young players are just rotting on the bench right now?
Yeah, and I understand why, because they have some good pieces gelling with their vets. But at the end of the day, if there's a solid guy like that we all think could fit this system, a team should be looking at him.
So you admit so do you admit that there's only one basketball and only a
of course? Come on, DJ. I know there's only one basketball in a game.
But can you also admit that there's only a certain amount of minutes that can go around, right?
Yeah, but Whitmore is very talented. But here's the thing, though. They got Jeff Green and Steve Adams, 2 vets on the team, not really doing a whole lot. And Whitmore's just kind of wasted away in the G. Like, you can't sneak a few minutes for the kid. I know he's been playing the last 2 games, which is good for him.
You got they running what, a 9-man rotation? What are they rotation? Like 9-man rotation right now?
I mean, DJ, if you were in Cam Whitmore's position, what would you want to be doing? Playing the G League or playing main minutes when you know you can contribute?
I mean, I mean, gotcha. I would want to play. Of course, anybody want to play. If you are in a position in the NBA and you're not getting no burn, of course you want to play.
Right, and just like
I mean, do you have to guys with 20 or more minutes?
But it's like, dang, bro. I mean, can you blame Ime Udoka? I mean, they playing well. I mean, it's just hard, bro. Sometimes it's hard to give minutes to everybody.
Right, but see, that's why they're kind of now in that period where they got to decide what team do you want to be. Do you want to keep the soul together? You want to go star route? Do you want to go role player route? Like Rockets got decisions to make, and just like BK said, their 3-point shooting is very bad. So Johnson for Whitmore, it could work out, it could not work out, but it depends on what the Rockets want to do. They could wait till the summer, but I think that's.
Let me ask you something. Do they want to reduce like Cam Whitmore's role? Do they want to turn him into like a 3-and-D guy, like they had to do with like J.R. Smith back in the day? Like, what do you think? Because he kind of reminds me of J.R. Smith a little bit. I'm
gonna be honest. I just think they hindering the development process because they're contending. Like they haven't been in contention since what, 2018, 2019?
Yeah, 2019, I believe.
So I think they're just hindering the development. Like Reed Shepherd don't play. He's not playing a whole lot like that.
Now, there was talks of him actually being involved in a trade package suit to the Nets. I should have put him in the title. So that article was talking about either Cam Whitmore or Reed Shepherd coming to the Brooklyn Nets.
Too. Reed Shepherd's good. He's not a bad player.
What's his size? No, I'm not saying he's all right. So I'm not saying skill, right? I'm talking about like, is he a cone on defense, right? I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Mo Beasley, thank you. You just stole my thunder right there. He wants to compete on both sides of the floor right there, man. So it's like when KD and Kyrie was here. You're not gonna play Cam Thomas all these minutes, bro. You're gonna give him like garbage time minutes. Yeah, but I mean, the regular season is a long season, though, man. You know, you could save. They could have saved Kyrie, save KD's legs.
Yeah, but that's hard, bro. You got Harden, KD, Kyrie on the floor. Then you got the vets.
They were playing Thomas when he first came up for a few games, but I think he tweaked his back against Boston, and then he kind of got lost after that. So he was playing a little bit when he got called up, but he was playing well with KD. They had a little fun chemistry going on.
That's injuries, though. That was because of injuries.
Right, but Thomas made the most of his minutes, and he showed he could play with those guys, and he got to learn from them. So that was a fun little stretch when it was happening.
Yeah. So all right. So also, Pete, part of that it was either talking about Cam Whitmore, or they were talking about getting Reed Shepherd back to the Brooklyn Nets for Cam Johnson. Either of the two, one or two, not both, but one or two of those guys.
Shit, I hope it's both.
I can't see that.
No.
They just drafted him 3rd overall. Would you trade a 3rd overall pick for CJ?
Hell no.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. It's Cam Whitmore. That's the main goal for Brooklyn if they want to trade with Houston. It's not Reed Shepherd. No.
Let me see, because like I said, I looked at Reed
BK
Shepherd.
would.
No, yeah, Hoops would, but he says the kid's a cone, so why would he want a kid he says he's not good at defense?
Yo, let me ask you guys a question. Would you trade CJ for the expiring contracts and Whitmore straight up, no picks?
We need one pick. You need one pick, Pete. Even if it's a late pick, Pete, you need one pick. Maybe we can do a swap pick.
Hey, Pete, I'll tell you this. I don't care if it's a late pick, but you need at least a pick.
I agree, but I'm saying if they offer that to you, would you take it?
I would say this. I would counter offer and say we offer a swap, you offer a swap, we do swaps, and then we complete the deal. I would do a little counter offer there. I would want to make a deal like that, though.
You don't want to just keep waiting and then his trade value go down. So you're gonna have to make a move.
Right.
All right, so Reed Shepherd is 6'2", 185, and his NBA comp is Mark Price and Jimmer Fredette. Ugh, that's what I was saying. That's not good, man.
You still look at comparisons, BK?
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. He's just, I don't like his size, man. I mean, he better be Steph Curry. He needs to be shooting like 47.
Nobody is Steph Curry.
48% from
three.
Come on,
BK. Come on.
I mean,
there will never be another Steph Curry, bro.
I mean, they're going to target him. I mean, I don't know if you could really win with him. I mean, I guess he's good for a regular season, but I mean, you're talking about the playoffs. All they're going to do is spread the floor out and say, hey, or you go attack him. Go attack Jimmy.
BK want these unicorn guards. You be expecting these guards.
He always wants Tatum.
BK, I'm telling you, he wants
to actually win.
Nah, BK, you want every point guard to be like a Ben Simmons height.
Nah, not Ben Simmons height. Nah. I mean, Ben Simmons is like a rarity. So like average NBA height, 6'6", 6'7". Average NBA height. Ben Simmons is
not
an anomaly.
No point. Hold on, for a point guard.
Yo, the average height in the NBA is like 6'7", man.
But that's we talking about point. We talking about positional though. We ain't talking about for the NBA.
Yeah, like 6'4". All right, point guard 6'4", 6'5", right? I mean, Igor. What's his name? Igor. I can't pronounce his last name.
Igor Demon.
Yeah. And Devon's right. I love tall point guards. Exactly, man. They can challenge threes better, right?
No, I like tall point guards too, but dang, bro, you think they just everywhere.
No, they're rarities.
His name is Yegor Demine.
Yegor.
Yeah, Yegor. That's the word. Yeah,
now that's somebody that would fit our system well. That would be a perfect point guard for us.
Devon, everybody likes tall point guards. I don't know a single person that don't. Come on,
yeah.
It's not just about his size.
It's not just about. They're not common.
It's not just about the fact that he's 6'9". He's a champion. He's won European. He was playing professional in Europe.
He's a great playmaker.
But him and Hugo Gonzalez, ran wild in Europe, and he's playing with lesser talent right now, but he's amazing.
They trying to say he's not a point guard. What is he then?
He's a point guard. He's one.
Yeah, he is a point guard.
I don't know
why great assist point guard.
I only got like 2 BYU games though.
Yo, do y'all know basketball, bro? Y'all talking about he has flaws. Every player has flaws.
Every player has flaws. Every player has flaws. Even MJ. MJ was 27% from three for his career. Even he has flaws. Everybody has flaws. You don't want a whole bunch of flaws, man. Like AJ DeBonsta, man.
guys like that didn't have a whole bunch of flaws.
Yeah. But they do have some flaws though. Yeah. You look at AJ DeBosa, man. I mean, his weaknesses are very little.
It got him 6 championships, but still, he had flaws.
Yeah. Down on the dunker makes a lot of sense. It takes 5 years to actually get rid of a lot of the flaws. That's true. So normally, like 27, 28 years old is when these guys normally kind of put a lot of things together, though, man. Like you see Cam Johnson, man. You see him doing, like, putting the ball on the floor, like consistently doing the things that, I mean, he's looking like an all-star right now, man. So
you sure about that?
Oh, by the
timing
way,
is perfect for Johnson right now.
Right now he is.
Real quick about the draft we were talking about. Did you guys know that Cooper Flag just turned 18 years old this week?
Yes, his birthday.
Oh, so he's fallen a little bit, man. He's a lot of scouts are talking about.
PK. I'll say this again about Cooper. If you expect 40 points from the kid, you're going to be disappointed. But if you want a high quality team all-star player, he's your guy. He checks all the boxes on means to be a great teammate. He's a great scorer. He has pretty much all the top notches on Duke right now, except steals. I think there's somebody that has slightly more steals than him, but he's been the best player, and he's playing with top draft picks on his team as well. So he's making all their shots too.
I want to say, Pod, what do you think about Cooper Flag?
He leads in usage. He has the ball all the time. Like there's like I look at the analysis of him, and it's hard to even like know what he is because they always gas his stuff up. Like he had a 4-point game. You can't keep.
Wait, hold on,
Pod. He plays winning basketball, Pod. I think you said everybody has flaws, right? You know what Cooper's flaws are, but he's still playing winning basketball.
If you're the Nets,
he's still playing winning basketball.
Nets, don't you?
Wait, hold on.
This is for you, John.
Can't happen though.
If you're
things like that happen.
Don't you want a player who if you're gonna tank an entire season, completely fail on purpose, suffer through all of this, and you're gonna come away with a utility guy? Don't you want?
Listen, Pod. I think you're trying to set these bars on Cooper when he hasn't even gotten to the NBA yet. Listen, you know what he's good at, right? You know what he has to improve on. What is he doing right now, though? He's playing winning basketball. He's doing his job effectively.
Got a lot of talent on his squad, bro.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent too. Like he's doing a lot of roles on that team.
I don't think y'all realize this is not a video game where everybody can have 100 points. Bro.
Right?
You gotta defer sometimes, bro. You gotta.
Pod, he's checking his ego, Pod. But don't you see it, Pod? He's checking the ego.
Hold on.
The Brooklyn Nets.
I don't want to draft. If we draft Cooper, I'm cool with it. But I would prefer Ace. I prefer Ace Bailey.
Hold on. Let the host talk. He is a utility guy, Jonathan. From what I see,
a utility guy that has pretty much the top stats on the team. Wow. Okay.
He is though. I mean,
why are you doing this? Why you got Jonathan?
Yeah, come on. Why are you going on?
I like Cooper Flag. I mean, there's value in Cooper Flag. I mean, he fits like more teams right now, like around the league than like mostly like any player right now that's coming into the draft.
Let me get in for a second. Let me tell you what's
just not for the Nets. I think in terms of like, let's say you're Utah. You got scorers already. You add him. It's crazy to call him a utility player. He's not that. He's way better than that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying like his value to the team is going to be as a defender.
In the NBA, right? It's different. Hold on, Pod. In the NBA, difference between college, G League, pros, length. How do you actually see him like doing against NBA length?
He's so young. He might grow even more than what he is right now. He's
another Jalen. Yeah, go ahead.
He has the NBA body. BK. You have to admit that. He
205.
BK, none of these dudes in this draft is like really NBA body.
That's not his weight. You got to wait for the combine to get the actual weight. Just look at him, and you can see he's a big, strong dude. Like he's not normal. He's like his parents.
BK, nobody in this draft has an NBA body right now.
Well, Dylan Harper does. He's at 215 right now. Harper in the top, top draft pick, got the most weight.
Cooper does. That's why they dominate a lot of games. Is because physically they're there.
Oh no, I agree.
Ace
I agree with that.
Ace physically, he's not there. That's why AJ DeBancer, when he comes next year, he's gonna average 20 in his first year in college. You know why? Because he's physically like he's physically stronger. Now, Ace has more skill than them. Ace has more skill than them. It's just, will he put on the weight? Are we gonna do the Nick Claxton thing again and hope he's gonna put on the weight? But that is the case.
I think if Cooper comes in at 205, I think he's more
at least 215, 225. Look at him.
That's still small for like a that's still small for like
he's gonna add more muscle, BK. Just like Harper,
he's not gonna add no muscle.
He's gonna look like a completely different other human being after 2 years in the NBA.
Wait till he starts lifting weights. Wait till he put in the weight room.
I say he'll be like at 220, 225.
That's fine.
I think, like I said, I like him. I think
the bigger question mark is Ace. Is he going to?
Because whatever team he goes to, they
Pod, what's going on with Ace right now? It seems like he's more reserved than I thought he was going to be with Harper. Harper's kind of like the alpha, and Ace is kind of like the omega right now, from what I'm seeing. Did you expect that to happen?
Ace turned 18 3 months ago. He's really, really young, and Dylan right now is better than Dylan. Has an NBA father. NBA brother.
Yep, that makes a difference.
Who he plays against, he's bigger, stronger, and when he goes to the hole, like you can't move him. He's Harden-esque in that way. You know, he's not just like Cade Cunningham. He's like a Cade Cunningham Harden mix. And he's a big and strong dude. He had to lose weight. He lost weight. If you look at his high school games, he's a little chubbier. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a big dude.
Right.
So that's why he looks skilled. But when I see a player basically pirouette on one foot and shoot a 3-pointer, like the way I've seen Ace Bailey do at his age, at his height, nah, man, that's the player that I want.
No, listen, Ace has those moments of extreme brilliance. It's just, can he put it all together to make his style more unpredictable? I feel like there's a predictability to his game right now that teams can figure out a lot easier. He needs to change his style up a bit more.
When he gets strong enough, nobody's going to stop him.
No, I want to agree with you on that. I hope he gets the right coach. I hope he gets the right coach to unlock him.
Put a picture of him and Cooper side by side. Cooper is at least 30 pounds heavier than him. At least. He looks like a junior high school player. But that also tells me, what the hell is this player? He's averaging 18 right now. What the hell is this player going to be when he puts on grown man weight? He's going to be unstoppable. That's why AJ looks great right now, because AJ is that, you know.
AJ's strong, man.
AJ like a grown man playing against young kids on the court. That's scary.
Oh, now Jonathan likes AJ.
No, listen, I've seen the film tape. Listen, AJ's a solid scorer. It's just, I'm focused on this draft right now. I can't focus on
don't tank for AJ. No, now he likes AJ.
I mean, if there's not a star available, you go for that draft. I mean, that's how the way it works. You got to pitch.
What do you guys think about
this draft right? Like what BK was saying earlier is correct. They're not going to just start winning even if they get this draft really, really right. But that's good because
AJ better than all these dudes.
DJ, they paid a premium to get their picks back in 2025 and 2026. Next year's tank is going to be much more fun because we're going to get to watch all these kids play and evaluate them. The arguments are not going to be who we're going to draft. It's going to be which one of these dudes is the alpha, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's going to organically be a tank. And if we can add, this draft is shaping up to be as deep. No, this draft is more top heavy 2026. But if you could get one of the Boozer brothers,
right?
I like Cam, even though I think AJ's more skilled. Like I love Cameron Boozer, man.
Boozer is so versatile, man.
You add Cam,
rebounding, scoring.
You add one of the Boozer brothers.
I like his playmaking a lot.
Darren Peterson is the best player in the draft to me, not AJ. Darren Peterson, god damn,
He's sick. I mean, you're talking about 6. Hold on. You're talking about 6'5" compared to like almost 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan. AJ?
Nah, AJ is better than all these dudes, Pops.
No. Peterson is nice too. DJ, you gotta watch him play.
I didn't say he's not nice. Bro, AJ is better than all these dudes.
That
bro,
jumper is incredible, yo, and you can't stop him. He gets wherever he wants.
VK, I wish AJ was in this draft, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
AJ would be number 1 overall in this draft.
Yeah, better than the Great White Hope. That's how nice
Darren Peterson is.
Sorry to break listen, it's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
And
Cooper is good. Cooper's good.
And they got other dudes too. It's like, and don't get it wrong about Cooper though. Cooper, if he went number 1 overall, he would deserve it. He's good like that. He's generational.
Wait, hold on, Pato. How's the other Boozer twin? Is he as good as Cameron or
no? He's
good.
He's an NBA player, but he's not as good.
His brother could shoot the 3 a little bit from what I saw.
I think he's better shooter. I think he's a better 3-point shooter though.
Yeah.
But like Cameron Boozer, I mean, he could post up, like he could face you up, post you up.
Boozer is a man.
He has more moves.
Cam Boozer is like an all-star Aaron Gordon in my eyes, man. Like he just does so many things right on the court. He plays.
All right, so if it came down to it, let me ask the whole panel this: Pete, John, Pod, DJ. It came down to AJ DeBonster or Cameron Boozer. Like the Nets get the number 1 pick. Who would you take?
Probably AJ.
Listen, I'm taking AJ. You have to. You don't like the talent is just too obvious. But
taking AJ.
But you know what? If you did fall to get a Cam Boozer, that might be a better fit. You never draft for fit, by the way. You draft who's the best talent. The best talent in this draft is AJ DeBanter, Darren Peterson. But I feel like in terms of what they could get in this draft, adding a Cameron Boozer would be the best thing. Like he would fit with the Nets the best.
Right. Yeah. If you get the second pick, Boozer's definitely the guy.
2026 draft.
There's a couple of other players that's really up there. I forgot the other two. There was 2 other players.
Yeah, right in the comments. Melo's son is nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess
Gil's son might be better than all them dudes, though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's wild. That both their sons.
What do you think about Gil's son?
No, not better than AJ. I'm saying Gil's son is better than Melo.
The problem with Elijah is I haven't seen him against force.
He was killing KD. He was killing KD and let me see if I can get the footage.
Yeah,
but he lost.
Yeah, that's playing with
it's summer.
That's playing with your uncle.
BK talking about he was killing KD. He lost.
Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. When BK shows the summer film, it's wild.
Like that's playing.
What you mean he killed? He lost, bro.
He plays elite high schools in California, but I haven't seen him like
KD blocked him like 5 times.
Like his father's been protective of him on like the circuit where you see him against big time talent. I wanna see him against Darren Peterson. What is that gonna look like? Like these other teams that Prolific Prep, what's the other one? IMG. Like there's all these schools are playing top level basketball, so you could kind of make more of a connection or make more of a comparison. A point guard y'all should be thinking about is Jason Crow. Whoo, Inglewood. Oh my God! Look up his footage. BK.
Hold on, let me see.
To the comments, bro. I'm really high on Gil's son. I think Gil's son might be better than him, bro. In terms of like better defense, better playmaking skills. Yes, bro.
What's his name again?
Jason Crow.
Jason Crow.
Yeah, look up the game of him against AJ DeBanter.
Okay.
They played.
I ain't gonna lie. All Gil did back in the day was score, bro.
Yeah, he's built his son to be crazy. Like,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Gil was overrated.
He had some years there. He just didn't care about winning. He was selfish.
Yeah, he was. That's why he likes LeBron so much.
I wonder how many teams are going to take next year. If people are worried about ticket sales, I would not. I might skip over the following season because imagine how many teams are going to tank for AJ, Cam, Peterson, or some of the guys Pod's talking about. Like this could be wild for the NBA right now.
Yeah.
See, this is what our team don't have: height.
It don't have
we
length.
got to get bigger. We got to get bigger as a team.
Look at the skill the high school players have now.
Yeah.
Look at the skill. Look at the moves
that's the problem with Sean Marks. He don't like tall players, bro.
Yeah, he's
What's up with
allergic.
that phobia he's got with tall players, man? It's getting out of hand.
What's wrong with him? He's a tall player.
Like, I just want to have a conversation with Sean Marks. Like BK, before I slap him, I just want to have a conversation with him.
Get us Maliwak or Derek Queen, man. Seriously.
Look at the skill of these players.
How you think AJ would actually like measure up to like NBA defenders, man? You think he'll
right now he'd be killed? He'd get killed. But in a year, he dominates.
Oh, let me get LM up in here, man. Hold on, let me get LM.
LM. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Come school Jonathan, because he don't know ball.
Yeah, bro. I'll school you.
Yo, but I'm telling you, Jason Crow. I suggested.
Also, the 26th draft. I mean, the Nets, if they do tank, they probably can get into like between 1 through 5. They can probably get a Darren Peterson then, right?
That would be wild.
I mean, we're not gonna make the play. I don't think we're gonna make the play-in.
You're gonna make 6 picks next year if you don't trade them, right? In this coming draft, you make those.
So in this coming draft, you think we're gonna make the play-in?
What? Make the play-in? No. You're gonna have.
I'm saying, do you see us like tanking 2 years?
Yeah, it's gonna be a different kind of tank than this year. Like the way we're like trading away our best players, trying. All that shit is not gonna happen next year. Next year is just gonna be that. It's gonna be mad rookies on this team. There's gonna be teenagers on this team.
Because we was having a conversation with Gary, and a lot of people were saying don't tank for like 2 years or something.
Yeah, you're gonna tank organically for 2 years, but it's gonna be much more fun to watch. Like if you have Ace Bailey on your team, and then you got other like guys, young guys that you picked in the lower rounds with the rest of the picks. Now you got a fun team to watch. Now you're looking at the core of the Nets, like going, okay, if we just add this or we just add that, and then boom, next year you pick in the top 5 again. You get a AJ, a Peterson.
They're gonna be too good, bro.
I don't think so.
I think they're gonna be too good. I think you're 100% right that they're not gonna quote unquote like tank. We're not gonna be selling off players. But look, if we didn't sell off like Dennis Schroeder, and if we don't sell off everybody else, the other 2 vets, this team's gonna probably make it within the top 10 and not in the top 5.
Trade Johnson and Doe tomorrow, then, if that's the case. Get him out of here.
I just think the team is going to be different next year. Like it's not going to have Cam Johnson. It's not going to start off with Schroeder.
If you want to crash and burn next, if you want to crash and burn next year, get Claxton on the team. He's a defensive anchor, right? If you get rid of the defense of this team, there's no way we're going to be a playing team next year.
Jonathan.
Yeah, but you want to make it. You want to make it something a little bit more.
I think they'll draft the center. I think they'll get someone like Kalkbrenner or someone
Derek Queen, man. Get Queen.
What y'all think about Derek? What y'all think about Derek Queen, though, man? I mean, they say he's Shangoon. I don't see it.
No, he's like a Nicola, man. He's got some chops like Nicola.
Yeah,
he's better than Shangoon.
Let's just pray and hope that Sean Marks drafts him, bro.
He needs to. He needs to.
He does everything Shangoon does. He just doesn't have we're gonna see what he measures out to be in the thing. But if he's 6'10", he's potentially better than Shangoon.
But Shangoon has footwork. I mean, what? I mean, they're not saying about Queen, baby Jokic.
I need you to watch him play.
Yeah, you got it, BK. Come on, you got it.
I saw.
Throw his highlights on. Watch how he scores.
Yeah, let's watch some film tape. Come on, BK.
I've seen him. I don't like. Yeah, that's what I don't see it. I saw him play. I don't see it.
Man, young, and he's gonna be better. Shangoon gonna be better in the next next year.
It's up
BK,
to
he's
him. If he works on his body.
All right, hold on. So all the major mock drafts, right? Tankathon, NBA DraftNet, NBA they have the Nets between like 7th and 8th, man. I don't think we're getting a number 1.
It's a mock draft, Hoops. It's a mock draft.
It's too many it was too many of them.
No, use Tankathon. Don't use
I'm using Tankathon right here. This is Tankathon.
Okay, now sim it. Hit sim.
All right, let's see.
It'll always change.
Except for this time.
8. Yeah, I mean, it says right there. The Nets at number 8.
Oh my gosh!
If we stay where we are, that is highly likely that we will choose 8.
Hey, 3.
Yo, BK, go to more. Go to more on the top right.
BK don't want to
go to more.
He
and
don't.
go to pick odds.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to 8, and you could see where the Nets could land. We see what a chance of getting a top 4 pick, and it's more likely that we're going to be probably 8th or 9th. We could fall back worse than that, but I don't see that happening.
We're not making.
No, we can fall back.
We're not going to be winning, bro.
We can fall back. I think if like the team is different now, and it's going to be even more different once you get Cam Johnson off this team,
right?
Then
we losing.
It'll go where it has to go.
We've been losing, bro.
We have the worst offense in the league with Ben Simmons running point.
What did you say, DJ?
I said the Schroeder left. Like the losses have been looking like just atrocious.
Yeah,
could have done that 10 wins ago. He really could have. Sean Marks.
Yeah, like he. I think he misjudged how good Schroeder was.
What?
He knew he wanted us to lose. That's why he made the deal so that we would lose.
Yeah, but after 10 wins,
now
though, you hope they don't bite you in the butt.
He just needed
what did
to
you
get
want,
rid of
John? You
Schroeder
wanted him to wait
keep losing. Now he needs an asset. Now Cam Johnson's gonna go when he gets what he wants.
John, hold on. Can I ask you a question, John? So you wanted him to wait to move Schroeder at the deadline, and you got to move Cam Johnson.
I don't want to wait to move him at the deadline. I want these moves as soon as you could possibly do them. But here's the thing, though. Let's say those 10 wins get us an 8th pick. It's because Sean Marks waited like he could have waited.
What do you mean waited?
I don't want him to wait. What are you talking about?
So this is what I heard. I've talked to a couple people in the media, and I have an episode coming out with CJ Holmes on Thursday. Shameless plug over here.
Nice.
I was talking with him, and he told me, give me 1 second, Jonathan, that he personally thinks that the other teams put pressure on the Nets by having a Washington suck as much as they sucked, and New Orleans and Toronto. It's more like, damn, if I don't move these guys now, we may not even be in the running to get a top pick.
Bingo.
Yeah, that's what I was told too. That was what I was told too.
That's what my inner monologue told me.
That's real.
That's a valuable source.
But now they're trying to get an asset out of
bro.
No, come on.
Cam Johnson.
You're right. Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Let me let Elam go. Elam, so what you think about Cam Whitmore potentially coming to the Brooklyn Nets? We don't think it's going to happen, but it was mentioned in the story here that Cam Whitmore could potentially be traded for Cam Johnson, either that or Reed Shepherd.
I mean, I would like him here. He fits the timeline. Very young, athletic, guy. He can jump out the gym, 3-level scorer. I think the potential on defense with him is there too. In terms of being like a 3-and-D wing. And he will be another scorer. He'll be somebody that you can put alongside Cam Thomas. I think that duo would be nice to see on the court. But I mean, at this point, we got to get Cam Johnson off the team. Like it's way too much at this point. The fact that we're like 8th in terms of like number 1 chances or even 3, like it's bad. We should have did it. Yeah, it's really bad. You want to get those odds up by February. If Sean Marks has any urgency, if there is a deal with Cam Whitmore in Houston, you make it now. Like at this point, he's close to getting injured too. He's had some injury scares. Where you thought he got injured and he's not, but you got to get him off the team. Like you got to move with some urgency, especially you're heading into January. January is damn near next week, realistically. You got to get him off the team. It's way too important now as compared to earlier. You don't make trades in October and November. Like, nobody really moves like that. But now that you're entering, close to All-Star weekend, yeah, you're going to have to move these vets with some urgency. Whatever deal is there, as long as he's not getting fleeced, you take it.
Trey Johnson on Christmas Day.
If they don't want to give up Cam Whitmore, what about then Reed Shepherd? Then, man, that was also mentioned.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll give up Reed Shepherd. I mean, they just drafted him. They probably think he fits more with their roster than Cam Whitmore at this point.
I mean, he's 6'2", 185 pounds, man. I mean, how much can he contribute? Yeah, he's small, man. I'm telling you, he's small.
I mean, we want size on this. Cam Whitmore will add size to this team. I mean, he's like 6'8". I'm not talking about size in the front court or at the 4 or the 5 necessarily, but he does give us some size at that 3 position if he came here. So I would be cool with that. But Reed Shepherd, I mean, we already got small guards.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell Pete, man. He's his size. I mean, I'm not to say his skill, right? I mean, you could be skilled, but like he could be a cone on defense. I mean, he could be worse than Austin Reeves.
Oh man, BK, that's wild.
Yeah, we already got a small guard in Cam at this point. Like, I don't really necessarily see the need for Reed Shepherd. I mean, I don't think we need him at this point.
The best talent available in a deal.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how does Reed Shepherd help the Brooklyn Nets, though, Pete?
He doesn't.
Because you add in talent. Like when the Nets had D'Lo and Spencer Dinwiddie, you get the talent, you let the coach work it out. If you like Reed Shepherd that much.
Reed would be playing point guard?
You can come off the bench.
I don't know, man. You gotta. I mean, you just look at the talent around. Right? We're rebuilding, but why we got to rebuild with a small guard? That's like Steph Curry's brother, man.
He doesn't have to start though.
Don't come out like every day.
Yeah. A number 3 pick? Y'all want a number 3 pick coming off the bench?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we know.
TJ he doesn't have to start.
I would bring because of his height. He's not gonna. Him and Cam. You can't play those two together.
Well,
who would you have at the point guard then?
Both guys can't really play that good defense.
I think you have to. I think you have to start him. I'd rather him than Keon Johnson.
So you hold on. No, I'm not gonna start Keon Johnson. This is like later on, whoever we get like at the point guard spot. But I'm not starting Reed Shepherd at the point guard with Cam Thomas. This is a bad backcourt.
Yeah, that's a horrible backcourt. Like you're gonna get cooked on defense.
I'm just saying if he's in the deal,
taking though.
I know we're taking, but dang, bro, you're supposed to at least make it look good. You ain't gonna make it look bad.
You want to see if it can work or not.
Maybe that's why the Whitmore deal won't happen. Because if you're trying to draw if you don't want to get Whitmore right now,
tank like how the Wizards and Detroit Pistons.
No, this is what I'm trying to tell the Nets fans. I don't want to be like that. You know, that's what
that's not gonna be like them, BK.
Last season, you want to be like that, bro? I don't want to make it look bad.
If you think that Sean Marks could pick a good player in the 20s.
Someone said
you could pick someone in the top.
Someone said in
the 20s over here. Let's see.
Someone said in the comments they'll probably give up Jalen Green.
I don't know about that, man. Jalen Green.
Wait, for who?
I don't know. But if there was a deal, they'll probably.
I don't want Green. Cam Thomas cooked Jalen Green this season already, and he hasn't even played for like a month. Crazy part.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, all right, in the 20s, Pete, in the 20s, they had the Nets picking.
No, BK. The point I'm trying to make is this: in the past, Sean Marks has drafted decently, considering the location of our picks. Right? I'm saying in the top 10,
in the 20s,
to pick a good player.
I don't know, because like he's allergic to like if this Cam Whitmore thing was on the table. I would have did this deal immediately because the Nets need like athleticism, like a player like that can put pressure on the rim.
So would you do the deal without a first rounder then?
We already have a bunch of picks already, man. I mean, you can only get.
I ain't gonna lie. If he can get Will Riley around like 20-ish, I think we rocking.
So Will Riley's projected to go number 18 to the Wolves. 19.
I wouldn't even be surprised if we don't get a first round pick for Cam Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, we should.
I think it depends on the prospect. If you're going to get a young prospect,
well, we already got some draft picks.
All right, hold on. The thing with Cam Johnson, right? So we haven't really seen him play like this. Like we don't really see him play like this good. Like with Drew Holiday, Porzingis, right? There was a large sample size of those guys over years. Like being the players that they actually are. This is the first time we ever seen Cam Johnson.
That's not true. With Houston,
that's why you got to trade him.
Well. Before he came to the Nets,
but GMs aren't stupid though, Jonathan.
BK, you want to wait until he's 30 and his value sinks even more? Like that's not a smart thing.
He's not saying that though. BK's not saying that.
No, but he's saying that that's what he said in past streams. He wants to keep Johnson because it's a small sample size this season. He thinks maybe another year will make his value better for this team and whatever moves.
I'm saying what GM actually thinking. Like I mean, you you would give up 2 first-round picks for Drew Holiday, right? Because we've seen him we've seen a large sample size over 3, 4, 5 years of him being a consistent lockdown defender. We know he can score. He can get you 30. Not every game, but he can get you 30.
Well, if there's no deal for Cam Johnson, I'm not saying that there isn't, but if there's no deal, and DFS is the one that ends up being traded before Cam Johnson. If there's no deal by the trade deadline for Cam Johnson, I wouldn't be surprised if we keep him. And
Sean Mark's got to go with that.
That's a bad.
You keep Johnson, Sean Mark, you're fired. That's it. You're fired.
Because then you just wait and then his trade value going.
But to be fair, John, if DFS is off the team, how much games is Cam Johnson going to win?
Yeah, but you know what the worry is? If you keep Johnson, you don't think Sean Marks have that. You don't think Sean Marks have a trigger finger? Like if we hit high in that draft, he's like, you know what? I got Johnson, I got Clax, I got all these picks. I might as well maybe go after a Zion or a Giannis at that point. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Jonathan, why would he get his first round pick for next year? Then
Pete. That's why I'm saying to trade Johnson because I don't want to have to do that if I'm a GM. I'd rather go play it safe right now.
It's not that he doesn't want to trade. Keep in mind, guys, it's not that he doesn't want to trade him. It may be that you just can't line up on a deal because of the contracts.
Sean,
there's 10 teams interested in Johnson right now. If one team can't get a deal close, that Mark's
Sean get everyone.
Right, Sean's ideal vision for this team involves this year and next year. It's the same reason why he got those picks back in the first place. Are we gonna do this next year in tank? I have no idea. I don't know if Sean is targeting AJ DeBosta next year.
Yeah, I don't even know what this summer's going to look like. LM, I don't even know what the summer's going to look like. I have no expectations for this summer right now.
He's tanking smart to where he's tanking next year.
We'll see, Pod. I mean,
he might be targeting AJ. He might be targeting AJ DeMassa or one of the twins.
Nah, he ain't targeting nobody in 2026, bro.
I'm sure.
They got a first round pick.
We probably are thinking next year too.
He would be.
No, I'm saying Sean Marks. He's probably got somebody else doing it for him. He not smart like that, bro.
They have to run it. They have to discuss it with him. Yeah, he has to be out there. That's his job.
So, all right. So Devon says, I forgot about this. So Sean, I think that's for Cam Johnson. Devon, he wants 2 first-round picks and a promising process. That's too much for Cam Johnson.
He didn't say that word for word.
Will Riley is nice, man.
Hold on, man. Pete. That could be why that could be why it's a holdup, though. Prospect. Like I think Sean Marks is delusional.
I have not heard him say Cam Johnson. I want 2 first and a prospect.
He did say 2 first-round picks.
He said that. I gotta say, I'm googling. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'll apologize.
I do like. I really like Will Riley.
I know he wants he doesn't want to give him away.
It was like a live. I think it was a live stream that you did, and you brought it up, BK.
Who's the report from, though?
Yeah.
Where are we getting this information?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's a report, like a tweet, not Sean Marks' actual mouth.
No, I don't know about the prospect, but I know he said he wants 2 first-round picks from him.
I seen prospect the other day.
Okay.
The only thing, BK, I think you'll like Will Riley. Only thing about him is he's 175. He's too skinny, but
Wait, if
he's
y'all
really
y'all
good.
get Will Riley. I mean, just looking at this,
okay.
I
got it here.
Thomas.
Wait. It's he's reportedly
He's 6'9". He's a 6'9".
Yo.
He's
hold on.
Let me talk. Two first rounders. It's not from his mouth. It's a report.
I mean,
it's nonsense.
It could be true, right? Because what's the holdup, though? I mean, if it was going to be for like pennies on the dollar.
But after the Schroeder trade, Sean Marks they had a post game, not a post game, but they had a press conference. He was saying like, "Yo, like, I love Schroeder and I love what he was to the team, but we understand the bigger picture. It's a we got to get these vets. We know what the picture is. We know what we're trying to do. It's just a thing to get these
but
vets
BK is saying like, what's the holdup for Cam Johnson trade?
There might be nothing good.
I think it's the Thunder. The Thunder don't make an outbid offer. It's going to extend this market. OKC's the one team that can end this right now.
Engaging on Cam Johnson before even Schroeder, though. They was engaging on Cam Johnson. So what's the holdup, bro? You could have been to the trade.
I think they're
not offering the best deal or a deal that he wants.
Look,
you guys gotta keep in mind. Maybe there's not a deal out there right now.
I ain't gonna lie. That one Kings deal, I would have probably did. That one.
No, that deal's not good either. Look,
Devin Carter,
everybody was killing. Come on, guys. If everybody hold on. Everybody was killing Sean Marks for not moving Mikal. He moves Mikal when he gets 6 draft picks. Remember, we was killing him for going against getting 4. He got 6 at the end of the day.
That's an anomaly, though. Jalen Brunson is the one that went.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson orchestrated that. Let's remember who was the more responsible.
Like, y'all always bring up the Mikal deal, like that's impressive. Hold on.
If he didn't get what he wanted, he waited and got what he wanted. He
credit
got
to Sean Marks for doing the deal. Okay, cool. We didn't have to send Mikal to the Knicks. Okay, cool. But come on, y'all make it seem like Sean Marks whipped up and cooked up that deal. No, he didn't.
Yeah. Didn't Mikal twist his arm saying, I'm leaving, I'm not resigning, like trade me now?
No, hold on. I just don't like when y'all come up here and give full credit to Sean Marks for that, bro. Everybody knew Mikal wanted to go to the Knicks, bro.
Yo, I kill Sean Marks all the time. I kill him all the time, every day.
But you're making it seem like he engaged now, bro.
But you can't
Can I when you're done, Pod, can I give you guys a little inside info? They've been talking with the Knicks for the Mikal deal from last year's trade deadline. He didn't make the deal then. They waited until the summer, and he got a better deal. Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah, I don't think y'all understand that when y'all see deals and Shams and Woj, shout out to Woj, when y'all see these deals reported, these are not just being done instantly. They have talked about these deals way before they come out, for months. So this is not something Sean Marks probably was in talks with Leon Rose a couple of months ago. I'll give you Mikal.
It's the Villanova Knicks. Of course he was gonna go to the Knicks.
He didn't have to, but Sean Marks could have said no.
Everybody knew that. Hold on.
Sean Marks could have sent him anywhere.
Hold on.
Sean could have sent He could have sent him anywhere though.
Slowly, come on, bro. Everybody remember back when BK was doing them screens, bro. We slowly watched it happen. We against the Knicks, laughing, happy, smiling because he
got a record haul. You can't take that away from him.
Nobody is saying that though.
Houston offered him 4 picks. He was like, wait. Nah, let me see how much better I could do.
Nobody's taking away from what he did. Nobody's taking away from him.
But like you saying, like he could be doing the same thing now. He could be like, yo, I don't like these deals. The
fact of the matter is,
let's push it to the trade deadline.
The fact of the matter is,
you make it seem like it's gonna happen again, though, bro. That's not happening.
The fact of the matter is, what I was telling John earlier on the podcast, it takes 2 people to make a deal. Nobody is putting a gun to somebody's head and be like, make this deal or else I'll slaughter you. Like it takes 2 people to make a deal.
Yes, you're right. Whether it's 2 firsts, expiring contracts, whether it's 2 firsts and a prospect, whether it's 1 first and a prospect, get one of those deals across the board. There are 10 teams interested in him. If Sean Marks can't get 1 deal done out of 10 teams interested in him, like you got to really question Marks' ability to be a GM going forward.
Let's draw a line in the sand. DJ, what haul for Cam Johnson would impress you? If Sean Marks pulls off by the trade deadline, if he pulls off this for DJ,
I think that deal. I'm satisfied with that deal.
CJ,
the one that was in the comments when he said the one that was in the comment board, he said like 2 firsts in the prospect. I'll be cool with that.
Okay, so if he gets 2 firsts in the prospect, we got to give him some grace, right?
Yes.
I
give
think
who
so.
grace?
Sean Marks.
I'll give him a quarter.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give him a full now. Deal, yeah. A quarter.
He's to get full grace.
Wait. Hold on. What are you trying to say? You trying to say nobody's giving grace for the Knicks deal?
No, you keep saying that there's no way we're gonna do anything good because Sean Marks.
I didn't say that. I said we're not gonna get a haul like that from Cam Johnson.
Okay, so let's see who's gonna be right. It's 2
hold
picks
on.
And
that's an anomaly though. Hold on. Jalen Brunson literally went to the front office and said, "Go get me Mikal Bridges." Everybody know that. He said it on his podcast.
It doesn't matter.
But nobody is going out their way to go get Cam Johnson and do a haul.
If he rushed, he would have never got those 6 picks.
So we're gonna get 5 6 first round picks for Cam.
Yo, regardless regardless if Brunson said that or not, he does not have the
he on his podcast all happy smiling because he got Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, we don't deny that. That's not the point. The point is,
man, the point is we're not going to get no super haul Mikal Bridges deal like for Cam Johnson, bro. He's not worth all that.
They could have made the deal at the last trade deadline, and it would have been for far less.
It would have been for less. Exactly. He got a historic haul. He got as much as
nobody is denying that. I already said I gave credit.
But you're saying that he did nothing and he got offered this deal, which is not true. He had months of negotiation.
And the bigger point is, I'm not a Sean Marks defender. I'm not at all. He got a lot of problems. He's made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, we all hate Sean Marks. Yeah.
I'm just saying you got to give him credit because 4 picks was on the table, and all of us, including
me, that's where the miscommunication is off, though. I already gave.
Yeah, 1 second, hold on, Jr. If we get Will Riley, and I don't know what happens with Cam.
Y'all want to keep giving him credit. I gave him credit for that already.
Nah,
we did the stream and we gave him credit. I gave him credit. I've been giving him credit.
But you said Jalen Brunson did the deal.
No, I said Jalen Brunson. No, I'm saying everybody had a hand in it though. I'm not saying Sean Marks. Oh, he gets full credit like for everything. I'm not giving him full credit.
Sean Marks controls, DJ. Sean Marks only controls when the deal gets done.
They don't understand.
And if he had taken
I'm saying
deal,
everybody had a hand in that deal, bro.
I get that, but if he had taken the deal, at the trade deadline,
that was the best deal.
He would have gotten far less. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. Like who motivated the deal? What made the Knicks do the deal? None of that matters on the net side. What matters on the net side is that they offered 4 picks. He said no. He waited and got an OG Godfather type of deal. Offered nobody could refuse. 6 picks for a journeyman. Like they be putting up his highlights. Oh, he had 20 and 6 today. The nigga sucks, yo. He's not worth.
Yeah. To the comment, JP facts, bro. I'll be satisfied with that deal. First.
What do you say? What's the deal?
First round pick and a second plus prospect.
Yeah, that would be like the most realistic best offer you could get back. I don't know if you can really pull up 2 firsts, but first to the prospect, I think that would be decent.
Because I don't think we're gonna get 2 first round picks. I don't think we're gonna get 2.
No, this is how I think they get 2 between DFS and Cam Johnson.
Oh, DFS is gonna get traded for some cookies. I ain't gonna lie.
If they get a if they get like a
it's gonna be like a second round
first round. If they get 2 first round picks and I don't know, a Toppich or like some young player, I think that's a good deal. I think that's
Devon. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like it was like a lot of a hand in it. I get what they saying with the Sean Marks thing. I gave credit to Sean Marks already. I'm not gonna give that nigga more credit, bro. Like damn, I already gave that nigga credit.
No,
I give credit to him when he drafted top prospects.
Like when the deal happened, we already gave him credit for that, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying give him credit. I'm saying I give him that was a good deal.
Yeah, credit to Sean Marks for doing the deal, but I don't respect that man, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could understand why. I don't respect him either. Like, I feel like Joe Tsai's real first mistake is keeping Sean Marks. If you wanted to start over, if you wanted to rebuild, you should have went and found your own Presti, some draft whiz who knows how to scout, and that's what he's known for. That's what they should have started over
Yo,
with.
Pod, I really believe this, bro. The only way we're gonna have success is if we tear this whole front office got to go, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Sai and Sean Marks got to go. That's the only
Yeah,
way
I
we're
was
gonna have
gonna
real
say, don't
success.
forget to mention Sai. I mean, you beat me right to it, though.
Yeah, Joe Tsai and
I
Sean Marks
don't
got to
think
go
about
for us
that
in order for
because
us to have real
Sai's not
success.
going to sell. Not right now. He's already
Man, he got
doubled
Why
his
would
money.
he?
He paid $2.2 billion for the team. Now the team is the fourth most valuable
Highest
team.
valuable.
That's because of the Koch family bought a stake in from Joe Tsai. That's why
Doesn't
they were
matter
I
able
was
to
how it
get
there.
is.
the
It's
money.
a valuation.
Has nothing to
Do they
do
really
with it.
got like
It's
any
a
power
valuation.
really?
No, the Koch family are a rich family, Pod.
Coke.
Look them up, man. They got a son who's
But
a big sports
they don't
fanatic.
make the Nets
They don't make
rich.
decisions like
The
that,
Nets
John.
value is the Nets value on the marketplace. Like the Coke, and it's the Koch family. The Koch family, Koch is the mayor of New York, or the former mayor of New York. The Koch family is these oligarchs,
And what do you
super
call a lot
rich
of the value is
oligarchs.
from the Barclays Center because it fills out a lot of dates.
Yep.
Just forget about basketball. Think about all the concerts and stuff.
And
That's all put
the
into the
property
valuation of the
value.
team.
And you
The,
guys are worried
the
about us becoming the Wizards and the Pistons when we're still making revenue? Come on, guys. Like,
We'll
we're gonna
never
be
be
all
the
right.
Wizards or the
We're
Pistons.
No,
gonna be
nobody.
all
No,
right.
we're not talking. No, Jonathan. Nobody said you're gonna become that French and that organization. We talking about the
Nah,
Wizards
some
last year.
guys do on the panel, my friends.
No,
You
we
know, and
talking
I'm like,
about
I
losing.
always
We're
spin
talking
my
about
head
no.
though.
We'll
Hold on.
never be the
Jonathan,
Wizards.
you trying to twist the
Team
words,
is too
bro. We talking about
valuable.
losing. Talking about losing.
Yeah, but you have to go through that to get a top pick, though. Unfortunately, that's the price you pay to go this
No,
type
the
of
way
route.
the way the Pistons was doing it last couple years, that's not how you do it, bro.
Because their organization is
Yo,
crappy. From what I heard, their organization had like 10
Now they
different
got
people who didn't know
hold on.
what the hell
Now they
yeah,
they
got
their
were
hold
doing
on,
on that
organization is
team.
trash.
Jonathan. Yeah, they may have gotten lucky with that whole Kate Cunningham pick, but other than that, bro, I mean,
Right,
nah,
but
we don't do it
DJ, if
like
you
that.
looked into the story, they had to hire somebody completely new to take over that team because they had organization people who didn't really know
Yeah,
what
they
they were
did.
doing,
Look at
and
how
they
much
didn't
money they
hire
are
vets
now.
at the right time. They had a bunch of young guys.
Hold
They didn't have the right
Jonathan.
vets around
The
them.
league
But
just
Jonathan, you
fleeced
making my
them.
point though.
They
Only
was
way
taking
we're gonna
for
be successful
years,
if we
and
get
the
rid of these
league
dudes,
just
bro.
No,
fleeced them.
I agree with you. Like, if this should be Sean Marks last year, promote him to some type of draft role and get a whole new GM in. That's what they should do.
He's
Let
not
him
going to
finish
take a
this up.
draft role. He's just been GM.
Yeah, but Pete, don't you think he'd do better being like president of the
He's not
draft
going to take the
organization?
Hold on, hold
role. You
on.
don't get
No,
promoted from
hold on. You
CEO
want more
to
undersized
like
centers? That's what you want.
janitor.
Pete, how would he be a janitor when he's still gonna get paid a lot of money? He's just getting
Wait,
promoted.
hold on, Jonathan. But the point
He's
is
the
though, him
governor.
becoming a draft in a draft role, you're gonna be getting worse draft. You
Pete,
want
Pete, didn't he
undersized
want
centers?
that? Pete, didn't he want that guy who went to the Hornets to become their new GM? Didn't Sean Marks want him to be his future GM when he was going to get promoted at one point? And then the guy was
No,
like,
he
you know
was
what?
never going to get promoted. And
John,
Pod, you made a very good point about the
he's
governor. You go ahead with
associate
that.
governor. He's not even like a regular GM or president of the team.
He
He
puts in votes at the owners' meetings.
That's how
Sean Mark's never
powerful
gonna
he
get fired,
is.
bro.
So,
Sean Mark's not getting fired. Like
oh
that's how
joy.
much he trusts him. Like there's no
Him and Josiah earn love, bro.
giving him a
Can
raise.
I be honest with you? If Sean
Where's he
Marks
gonna
in
be
any other
raised to?
organization, he would have been fired right now.
Yeah,
If
he
he
would
was
have
on
been
the
fired.
Lakers,
He
he would
would
have
have
been
been.
fired like
Hold on,
Darvin Ham got
hold on,
fired.
hold on.
He didn't even
The
screw up
only
that
Yo,
badly.
John,
And Ham
let
got
Pod
fired.
talk. Let Pod talk.
No, I'm just making a point though, man. Like you
Let him,
guys went
let
and
him
give
finish
Mark some
talking.
credit.
Then go. Go Pod.
What did you say?
I was saying go Pod. Go ahead.
Nah, yo, like the thing that his fuck up, he didn't hire Sean Marks. That wasn't his hire. That was Prokhorov's hire. And he had an opportunity to say, yo, I want to reset my team and rebuild. And he could have brought in a young GM with new ideas and a strong drafting background. They could have hired the kid Peterson that was already his assistant GM.
That's what I was talking about, Peterson.
And he didn't hire him, so he fucked that up. And that I put blame on Sai for, because Sai could have nobody would have said nothing to him if he hired a new GM after the KD
Josiah
Kyrie,
don't know basketball, bro.
and he didn't. He's choosing to be patient. it did work with the Liberty. He could have fired the coach last year. He didn't. And they won a championship. So I don't know. I'm trying to be objective and be fair about it.
One before the Nets did.
They damn sure did. But again, that's them. That's the size doing that shit. So
yo, BK, I got a Dutch Nets fan wants to talk. He's supposed to
tell him to connect his yeah. Tell him to drop. Let me put the link in there. Because he's in.
I sent him the link. He just said he's backstage.
He has to connect his microphone though.
Right.
Yeah, it says they need to connect their microphone and cam before you can add them to the stream. So tell them to try to do it again. Yeah, I saw him trying to get it. He was in for I think there we go right here. Let me see. All right. Let Dutch Nets fan go, man. Brand new to the show, man. I don't know. I haven't seen you here before. So welcome, man. How you doing? And Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this interesting conversation you guys were having there. I definitely have to say that I agree with the fact that Josiah, I mean, I would be happy for him to leave himself, but it's not going to happen, let's be honest. We all saw the evaluation of the team, and we could say, like, yeah, he's made the return on investment, so he's going to sell the team, but I don't think that he's going to actually do that. And I definitely agree with Pod and some of the other guys who said, like, yeah, I mean, he should have let Sean Marks go because he's made too many mistakes, too many wrong decisions. So he definitely deserves, deserve to be fired. The only thing where I'm a little bit unsure right now is, okay, he's stuck with Sean Marks, right? And we have, like Pete said earlier, we have seen Sean Marks draft decent players with lower picks. Right. So if you believe that, just like Pete said, if you believe that he can draft a good player in the 20s, why can he not do the same in the 10? So I do believe that he should have been fired, but I'm also sort of curious to see where he's going to take this whole tanking situation, because I do believe that even though he doesn't deserve it, that he will be able to surprise us maybe and to do a good job. So that's why I'm on the fence when it comes to Sean Marks. Like, he's still here. He shouldn't be. If you guys understand what I mean. So let's see what he can come up with. I am a bit scared though, like that we're tanking this season makes sense, but 2 seasons of tanking, I'm not sure if that's the best way to go. What do y'all think about that? Should we really tank 2 seasons?
Yeah, there's talent in 2026. If you can get an AJ DeBonster or Peterson or Cameron Boozer, hell yeah, you got a tank, man. It's the only way you really can get like good players, man, at this point right here, so I would definitely tank.
You need a base. You need a base. Before you can get a star, Dutch, you got to get a core together. So that's what makes stars want to come play with your team, unfortunately. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get there.
And you don't think that Cam Johnson is a piece for that, though?
He's a role player, my friend. He's a role player, my friend, and his value's high right now. If you wait till he's 30 on expiring, you're not going to get any value back for him, and you'd rather cash in while he's playing well because he could help another team right now. You could probably get a decent little hold.
I mean, listen, he can help us too, man.
How? Right? We're not winning anything right now, Hoops. Come on.
Hold on. John,
I'm not. No, I mean in the future. I mean,
he's old.
Oh, the future.
He's 32.
Sorry. But that's where I strongly disagree. I've been seeing the same about Giannis Antetokounmpo. I've seen Nets fans call him aging. Giannis turned like 30 like last week or something. Like and listen, we all know Kevin Durant, right? And I know that Giannis is not Kevin Durant, but I don't think that y'all know that Giannis is right now shooting better from mid-range than DeMar DeRozan, right? So if people say that Giannis is one of the hardest working players
check you there, John.
in the NBA. Why can he not improve his game?
Because Cam Johnson's not on Giannis's level, respectfully.
Of course not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you see players right now in the NBA who are performing better longer to later in their career. So why
that Giannis
old?
Let me break it down to you.
That's not even true. Giannis's mid-range game has always been up. In 2021, it was high. The next year it was low. So I mean, his mid-range game always has been up and down.
It's not necessarily about Giannis. It's about It's about what you have currently in the new CBA. There is no middle class in the NBA. If you go over the second apron, the financial penalties is so bad
Yep.
that it makes teams don't even want to win. The Boston Celtics won the championship, and the ownership immediately put the team on up for sale because he couldn't afford to pay them. Like
Yikes.
that's a real thing happening right now with the new CBA. So when you have someone like Cam Johnson who's making 27 million
Boston
and
might
you're
go back to
not
back.
competing and you're not competing, that's a luxury player to have. That's a player you have when you're about to challenge for a championship. That's not a player that the Nets on who are rebuilding and need as many assets as possible to go out there and get a real player. Like you
That
you
makes
you
sense.
have to take advantage of that.
If he
You
was
have to trade.
22, I agree with you, but he's 28, man. Like, he's not going to get any better than this right now. So you want to cash in your
Yeah,
chips
this
and get
is his
something back
ceiling,
for
bro. He's
him.
not gonna get no better.
The thing
Yeah.
is that Adam Silver, he wants parity. So he wants like two
Parity.
good players and a bunch of parts, man. He doesn't want like a team loaded like the Boston Celtics. He doesn't
Yeah,
want.
he doesn't want like 5 superstars on one team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the owners
Yeah, but
didn't
who's
want
saying
that,
that? But
and the
Cam Johnson's
players
not
didn't
getting
put up any
better. Like,
resistance. That shit is gonna screw the middle class. Like you saw it already happen. Tyus Jones was a free agent. He had to sign for the minimum with Phoenix because he had nowhere to go. Nobody could give him those middle tier contracts
That's
Wait,
like
not
you
Paul
true.
saying
He
the
Reed.
said,
players
hold on,
got?
hold
You
on.
saying
That's
the
not
top
true.
players got greedy though, Pod?
They sure
No, it's the
did.
CBA. It's the owners.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
No. What Pod?
The
No,
owners,
Pod thought they didn't put up any kind of resistance towards that.
Nah,
like
Pod, that's
guys
not
like
true.
Chris
He even
Paul.
he even said that in his interview that he actually got offered by other teams. He just wanted to sign
Yeah,
with
he
the
didn't want to
superstars.
play for a bottom feeder team. He said that.
What are we talking about now? Y'all changed the
About
No,
topic.
Tyus
Tyus.
Jones.
About Tyus.
You can go look it up yourself. He said that.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
No.
oh,
What I
but
was
he
saying,
still
no.
the
What I
point
was
is the
asking
He got
point
Pod
is a
offered.
one.
guy
Hold on, hold
like
on.
Tyus,
He
a
said
guy
he
like
said teams offered him
a guy
stuff,
like
offered him
Tyus should
money
have
and all
made
that,
like
but he wanted to
15
be in a
should have
contender.
made 15 million. Tyus should have made 15 million. 2 million?
But hold on. He won a ring chase.
No, come on, man. Come on. Nobody
He had a
says no
he had
to
a better
15.
deal offered to him when he was on the Wizards,
He
right?
didn't want to
Now
stay
He
with
didn't.
the
He wasn't going to hate
Wizards.
himself
That's
for
how
what he got
bad
offered
they
by the
But
are.
Wizards.
he thought he would go into the
Bro, come
market
on. If you
and
watch his
get
interview,
15 million.
all the gist of it
Listen,
was
you're
is
a
that he won
human
a ring
being.
chase.
Would you
That's what it
turn down
was.
15 million if you over 2 million? How much money you think he's made in his career?
Bro, that's what hold
He's
on, hold
not
on.
like that.
I've
Don't
seen
lie. Don't
plenty of
you
players do
believe
that
in
though, Pod.
obvious lies? If he said that, he's lying. If
Hold on, hold
somebody
on, Pod.
offered him
Hold on, hold on.
offered
Pod,
him
how is he
10
lying?
million,
Hold
he
on,
would
hold on.
have taken it.
There's plenty of players that have done that signed for like minimum deals and
2
they could have got way
million?
more.
You understand the difference in money that is?
yeah, that's
Hold
crazy,
on.
That he
I
man.
gave up
understand that. Hold on.
15 million. He gave up
Listen,
15 million
listen to
and
what I'm
took
saying, bro.
2
We're
million.
not in these NBA circles. We don't think like how NBA players think.
I,
So of
I
course to
know,
us,
but you can't
oh, you gonna
believe
sign for
crazy
more.
talk though. You can't believe crazy talk. That's if
How
I'm
is that
being
crazy?
offered
He's
if I'm
explaining
being
to you
offered
what he wanted to do,
15
bro.
million, if I'm being
Yo,
offered
that's
You can't knock.
15
insane.
Hold on.
million,
You can't
I'm
knock
gonna
another
give
man for what he want to do, bro.
2 million. That's
He
different,
wanted to.
man.
He wanted
He
to win
wanted
a
to, bro.
title potentially
Hold
instead
on.
of being on a
See,
bad
it's
team.
only hold on, Jonathan. This is the part where it's crazy up here, bro. Y'all come up here and y'all say, oh, that's crazy talk. Oh, why he do that, bro? He wanted to do that, bro. He a grown man.
He
Listen,
wanted to play with
I
KD
I don't
and Booker.
believe it.
That's why he went
Like you
there.
can say you don't believe it
Listen,
all you want. If it came out
y'all
his
can
own
believe
mouth,
in
it
that
is what it is,
superhero
bro.
talk if you want
You
to.
can check those
A
sources.
lot of
Check those
players did
sources
that in
yourself.
the history of the league, man.
That's
A
what I'm
lot of
saying.
players.
Like
DJ, wasn't there a
Not
report that
5
came out
times
that
their
Tyus
money.
turned down offers? Wasn't there a report that came out that he turned down multiple
yeah,
offers
he
from
Yo,
turned.
different
I think
Pod,
it was
teams?
yo,
the
Pod,
Rockets that off. It was one of the teams was the
Yeah.
Rockets.
yo, Pod. They're right, but I don't think the deal is as big as they think it is. Like he wasn't
No, it
turning
is as
down,
big. No,
like
I understand what
There's
12
Pod
no
million.
saying,
agent.
but
There's no agent that's gonna let a 28-year-old journeyman point guard give up 15 million
it happens
when
every
for
time, bro.
2
It is what
million.
it is.
That I don't care. Like you can
I
say
think
that
he turned down
you'll
like 8
never show
million.
me an example
No, it
where
was like 12 million
5
for one of the
times the
Rockets.
money. Not is it even 5 times the money? Because that's 10 million. It's shit. It's 50. No, 10. God damn. Like it's a lot. Yo,
Do you know how much he doesn't have that many years in the league?
I understand
He
that,
got
bro. I understand how
13
much he
years in
turned
the
down,
league.
bro.
He's gonna turn
Yeah, but
$15
listen,
million
Well, the
down.
good thing
No
is
way.
He's in line for a bigger deal in the offseason. He's playing well on the Suns, so this might be a gamble that he's willing to
That's
take
what
right
he
now.
already. Hold on, Jonathan. That's
Yeah,
my point, though. What
yeah.
they don't get is that you can say, "Oh, you could why he turned down this, that." Man, he want to do what he want to do, bro. If he said it out his
Right.
own mouth, he said it. It's not
No,
crazy talk just because you said it,
listen. If somebody offered him $15 million and his agent didn't make him take it, then his agent should be fired.
bro.
But wait,
Okay, so
Pod,
so hold
don't you
on,
think
real quick.
situationally some
So
players want to win
can't we
instead
say
of
that?
just go
Can't
for
we
the
say that
money
with plenty of
always?
players that have done it? Plenty of players have done
Yeah,
it.
but the difference is too big. Like it's the same with Dennis Schreuder, right?
Yeah.
Like the story that the Lakers didn't offer him as much as people were saying. Later, the story came out that they didn't offer him 30 million or whatever the talk was. It's not true. The amount is not that high, and if it is that high, Pod is right. Then his agent should have been fired. You cannot have 2 million and turn down 15. Makes no sense.
You got to think about circumstances, guys.
Guys,
You're
it's
a new
not that.
CBA
It's
era.
not
Not
that.
every player is going to get the money they want, unfortunately. Some players are going to have to take a
nobody's
discount on
Guys, it's not
certain
the
years.
money. It's the starting position. He was able to start with
Right,
Phillips.
he wanted to
He was able
start. Thank you.
bench other
Right,
places.
right. He did say he wanted to start.
What they don't get is we understand all of that. Okay, cool. You should be fired for your job for that. But if you hired by this said player, bro, you got to do what he say do, bro. You hired by this said player. If you say, yo, give me a deal with the Suns, bro, you got to go do that deal.
If he did that, he
did it, Pod. He did. I looked it up. He did it, but I don't think it's like that much money that he passed up. He might have passed up like 4 or 5 million.
Yeah, now he's in line for a bigger deal, Pod.
It was like
passing
10,
up 4 or
12
5
million.
million makes sense. Passing up 15 million?
No, he didn't pass up 15 million.
It wasn't 15 million, bro. It was like 10, 12
At most,
million.
he passed up 12, which is
Pod. He's in line for a bigger deal next summer, so he's going to get a bump increase. Don't worry about that.
It was later reported,
I don't
but it
think
was
so.
12.
I think a
it
lot
was
of
12
these,
million though.
He's
he
not
made
the only player
3.3
this
by the
happened
way
to.
this year.
The new CBA changed the game. Y'all not paying attention. The new CBA made new rules. Like I'm telling you guys, like there's guys who
But you
think they're gonna
blaming on
get
the
paid,
rules. That's
they
what he
not
wanted
getting
to do,
paid.
bro.
Well, there's a reason why Lonnie's out of the league right now because of the new CBA guy. That's another thing too.
That's not why. He's out of the league because his knees are shot.
No, he wanted the money. He wanted to get paid by a team. He actually wanted teams to trust him and give him a contract.
Brought him up, and then they found out he got injured again, so they just dropped him. They just waived him.
He was injured again? I thought it was just
he
didn't have
was
the money space.
Knees,
They didn't have the money
knees
space
shot,
for him.
That man's washed up. Man's old.
I don't know about that. I don't
Why
think he's
wouldn't
30
they
yet.
give a scorer who's young money?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, these. I'm not the only one saying this. Like, look up how the effect of the new CBA on last year's off season. A lot of people are talking.
Well, I mean, you're not
this.
gonna give Lonnie. Like, I mean, Lonnie is. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he is kind of washed up a little bit, bro.
Yeah, in other years, he could have gotten like a one of those like what do you call it? One of those exceptions, right?
They gave him
this year, he's not getting it because of the CBA. It's this CBA punishes these teams so badly with there's draft pick penalties that we haven't even seen yet, the tax penalties that these owners are going to be paying like hundreds of millions, right? It's to bring in a guy like a Cam Johnson, right? You're paying you pay him 20 million, but after the taxes and penalties with draft picks, you're paying a whole lot more. Do you want to pay 20 million for CJ? I wouldn't want to if he's not putting me over the top, and that's what people don't get.
Well, he'll put OKC over the top because they're a very stacked team. They just need
that's the point. The point is that these guys that aren't like super, like like first options all stars. If you overpay for them, you're fucked.
Well, the Suns are definitely screwed right now, Pete. If you look at them, they're 14-14 right now. That's a team that's about to face it.
Jimmy Butler, I'm dying to see what contract he gets next year because I don't see anybody.
Jimmy Butler being greedy right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
We ain't giving him the money. I think Brooklyn's gonna go on strike against Butler if he starts calling our name. We ain't doing it.
Like Butler, like he gives Miami Heat fans a headache, bro.
No, he gives everybody everywhere he goes.
I don't want him.
Yeah, and I don't like players like that, bro. Like you just always got to cause a problem everywhere you go.
You could tell by his hairstyle.
Think about he held the Heat like get to the finals, bro, just like almost by himself.
Nah, I understand. No, hold on.
Yeah, but regular season Butler's a different story, though.
Hold on, I fully agree with you. He got he's the only reason why they got to the finals. But it's at a certain point where you got to realize, bro, you at an age where Oh, you're not gonna be sitting here trying to be greedy, taking all this money.
I
You can
agree.
take a pay cut, bro.
I agree.
Exactly.
You gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, I gotta take a pay cut.
Yeah, he ain't getting
I
no
think a lot of
200
these dudes out here
million.
need to take pay cuts. I think LeBron, all these dudes need to hang it up, either hang it up or take pay cuts.
Ingram should take a pay cut. Yeah, he's a solid scorer, but he gives you
No, I'm
nothing
just talking
else.
about
He
the
wants a
vet, like the
max
old heads,
contract.
bro, like the old heads, bro.
Hmm.
Brandon Ingram, I don't blame Brandon Ingram for wanting to get 200 million. He's been carrying the Pelicans all these years.
But what has he
Bro, he's
done though
still
for them
young. He's
significantly?
still
He
young.
hasn't put them over.
Jonathan, I agree with you, but bro, if you in Brandon Ingram's situation, I'm telling the front office the same thing. Give me my 200 million, bro. Like you got
No, that's
Zion,
what his
this fat.
agents probably tell him. He's got a new agent,
Jonathan, this is
right?
what I'm saying, bro. You got this fat, out of shape dude sitting on the bench
Mhm.
every year, and I'm sitting up here carrying, bro. Nah, give me my money.
Yeah, but Ingram hasn't carried either. I think what he will get is probably around 130,
Ingram
maybe
has been
140
carrying.
mil.
What have you been
But I
watching?
don't think he's getting an extra 60 million after that. I think he's gonna get 130, 140, but I don't
Ingram
think
been
he's anything else
carrying
after that.
every season. He be carrying, bro. I mean, it's only so much
Carrying
money he can do.
where?
He's been injured a lot though, too. Remember last season was like the most he's been healthy in like 5 years.
He's been playing. He's played more playoff games than Zion.
He got
That's what
benched though in the playoffs, so that wasn't good.
I don't
He wasn't
care,
playing.
bro.
I was
Either
playing.
way, he needs to get paid his money. How you gonna pay Zion a dude that don't play and then don't pay
No, I
Zion?
agree with you, DJ. Zion has definitely, sunk his stock, but
Crazy,
Ingram
bro.
as well.
And Adam
He sunk his
Silver is
stock too.
allowing this, bro. He allows this, bro.
Yeah,
The
they
worst
got a
position
messy
ever, bro.
situation over there.
You got
They
to
got a
go.
messy
The
situation.
league. This is why you want to talk about ratings. This is why the ratings is down, bro. Because stuff like this.
Nah, don't give the Pelicans another lottery pick. How many lottery picks have they botched up already? Davis, they had Holiday, right? And then they had Zion and Ingram.
And Gary, I don't know what's up with Gary trying to sell me on taking Zion Williamson. You crazy?
Listen,
No,
Simmons
hell
and
no,
a first
hell
round
no.
pick. Take it or leave it. That's it. I'm not going any higher or any lower.
This man, I just want everybody to look this up after this stream, bro. This man Zion was laughing and smiling on the bench, bro. Smiling. This was just recently.
No,
Yo, he's
hell
such
Did
no.
he
a
have his Taco
puss.
Bell with him?
That's crazy. What are you smiling and happy
You
for?
want to bring that dude to New York City?
That's
Yo, Pa,
crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, no lie. There was actually somebody took an actual video of him smiling and like just laughing on the
No,
bench.
I
Bro.
saw it. I saw it. I saw
Did
it.
you see? Did you see him with the big back tattoo, and then he turns around and you see the pop? I'm like, damn, but that's not good optics. That's not good photo op.
Yo, the commentators was killing Zion. It was like,
Who
yeah, he on
wants
the
that? Zion in
always
New
on the
York
bench.
City is a disaster, man.
It's a disaster waiting to happen. He's gonna catch a charge.
You know who might trade
Like,
for him? I think the Hornets might make a trade for Zion. They got to do
New York
something. Their
fans
team
will
is
kill him,
sinking.
bro.
I think
first of
the
all, we
Hornets
don't
might
need
take a chance on
Zion.
him.
It's bad enough he's in New Orleans with the food and all that. Like him coming here, man, like that shit would just be ground zero for
Listen,
his
bro.
Yeah,
nonsense.
Jordy's gonna be like salad.
I'm telling you.
He's not gonna give a basketball. He's gonna give a salad.
I don't care what nobody say. I got a full list of players that need to be out the league right now, bro. They need to just hang it up, bro. Just retire. Do the league a favor and just leave.
Do you think DeAndre Ayton should retire, DJ? Because like his career
Yes.
He
really
needs
went
to
down
too,
the
bro. He need to
tank.
get up out the league too.
Wow, he's a former first round pick too. That's crazy.
First overall.
They hurting.
Yeah.
They hurting the league, bro. Y'all don't see this. Y'all not watching these games, bro. They hurting the league.
What about Scoot Henderson? Do you guys think he's a complete bust, or does he just need a
Yeah, he's a
different
bust.
team?
He's just a bench
Thank
player.
you for bringing that up, man. Seriously, like I've been arguing
Yeah,
with a
Scoot
couple
is a
of
bench
Nets
player,
fans
bro.
really about Scoot Henderson and saying he have a better career than Wemby. Like that was an insane thing to
Yikes!
say back then. But if you're looking at it now, I guess why I don't understand. People really like players like Henderson who dunk and are athletic, but he was shooting 30% in the G League.
Wow.
And
He was a horrible shooter in the G League.
yeah, he was 30% in the G League and he started 38% in the NBA.
Right. Like
But why on
I
earth would
saw
you think that he's going to be better than Wemby?
I watched him in the G League and I was like, this dude is not what people are saying. Like
I
I
think he
remember
should have stayed
having
in
just
school, Pod. I think that's the
huge
problem.
arguments about him because people were saying trade Mikal straight up
Yes.
with
Yes.
Portland.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I
Dodge
remember
that bullet.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
it was
that.
draft
I
night. That was draft night. I
That was on
remember.
draft night.
Yo,
Yeah.
I left mad group chats over that because I felt like if Memphis was willing to give 4 picks, Houston has been banging down Mark's door for Mikal. Just wait and trade him. Wait and get a real bag for Mikal. Nah, this is a this is a once in a lifetime player.
Yep.
He's gonna be the
People
next
said that.
Lillard. Blase,
Yep.
blah. I was like, are you crazy? Like, based on what? What did you see? Have you ever watched him play? I've watched him play.
That's why Dame left. Dame was saying trade the 3rd overall pick to get me some help, and they didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they were like, nah. They wanted to hit the reset button. They fucked themselves up.
They hit on the Klingon kid. I'll give him that. I don't know about the Chin Sharp kid. He's another one that's kind of been bit by the injury.
But he
fact
can't
that
get no burn like that, bro. You got
the fact that there was conversations about Scoot going first over Wemby in that draft was just astonishing to me. Like,
yeah, and even he himself,
it was like, what?
He himself said, you know, he has to be first, and he doesn't want to be second and whatnot. But you could already see back then that Wemby was going to be so much better, man. Because if you shoot 30% in the G League, man, and it's harder to score in the NBA than in the G League.
I think Brandon Miller is better than Scoot at this point.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Miller kid's been good.
Down under Duncan, bro. No, Zion don't just hate New Orleans. He hates just in general being like playing basketball, bro. He just likes to.
He didn't want to go there. He fired his representation because he told them like, I want to go to the New York on draft night. I don't want to go to New Orleans. So he's been resenting them for like how many years now? 4 years.
CAA.
What a while.
Yo, Dutch, have you watched Noah Senge in Europe?
I have, yes.
What do you think of him?
Oh my god,
very intriguing player, I have to say. Yeah,
I like Will Riley a lot. I don't know if better, but I think him and Will Riley is steals if whoever gets them.
Yeah, but in general, I feel like these guys.
I think Will Riley gonna be the steal.
No, yeah, Will Riley's nice, man. If Ace was in this draft,
there's a couple steals.
I would definitely go Ace Riley. I mean Will Riley.
I think
I haven't seen Will Riley.
Will Riley, depending on what you draft first. If you get Dylan, no brainer. You get a Will Riley. You put him next to Dylan.
I don't know why, bro. I'm still not sold on Dylan Harper.
Right. Or I'm just saying, depending on who you get. Like if you get Ace, you probably don't want Will Riley. You probably want a point guard down there, a Boogie or
yeah, get Boogie, man. If you get Ace,
I like if you get an Ace and a Jeremiah Fears, you roll.
Is this Fears kid legit, or is he just having a good little luck run? Because I don't know
dreaming of that though, Nick, because I know he's
y'all like
top 5.
John. You like Boogie Flynn?
No, listen, Boogie Fann's got that maxi speed, man. He's a kid to look out for, Boogie, man. Don't underestimate him. He's got some chops.
I like Fears.
No, not on physicality, but on speed and scoring. I think Boogie Man is very underrated right now. He's like a point guard you hope to steal in the later part of the draft.
You know how he feels about Cooper.
Yeah.
Fears is faster than.
Thanks for asking the question, though.
Fears is more athletic, I think.
He's faster. He's stronger. He's shooting 70% at the rim, but Dylan is shooting 72% at the rim, which is amazing for a freshman. Number 3 in the country in scoring. Yo, you got to take Dylan if he's there.
I don't know, bro.
But if
I'm
you
still
take
not,
Dylan,
I'm still not sold on Dylan Harper.
Listen, I understand, but you can't say no to that, man. NBA.
Nah, not at no number 1, bro. You got the number 1 pick. I want Ace.
I think I pick Ace over him too. But you can't go wrong in that top 3.
If Cooper and Ace is off the board, you have to take Dylan. That's a no-brainer.
Or Jaeger at 4 at worst. At worst, you pick Jaeger at 4.
Jaeger not up there. I like Fears over
Jaeger
now.
Jaeger's in the top 5. Wait, Pod. Jaeger, I think, is going to be drafted top 5. I think he bumped over a few guys.
That's one of my guys. That's one of my guys.
I still like Nolan.
But
I still like
now people
Boogie.
are saying Yaki Unis.
Nolan has dropped a lot. He might be drafted 8 or 9, unfortunately, DJ.
I think he's going to be.
Nolan might be drafted in the 20s.
Bad. Hold on. When
20s?
Trust me,
wow.
He going to be nice, though. I'm not saying he's going to be no all-star, but he going to be nice.
No, he got scoring chops. I'm with you on scoring chops. I think NBA scouts are looking at the physicality aspect of Nolan, and they need to see more.
If he keeps dropping or something, I say if it's like late first round and we get him or something like that. If not this team, I say the Spurs should draft him. I think he'll be nice on the Spurs.
Spurs got, but don't the Spurs got what's the kid's name?
Stephon Castle.
They're not gonna get Trae Young because they already have Castle. So you would want to.
Nah, you could
If
get another point guard.
Traore is at the bottom of the list in point guards right now, if he falls, the Nets
You could
have
get
to
more
take
point
him.
guards. I mean, they still having trouble getting Wemby the ball. So
Now that's a
Nah, they
realistic
not. They don't have that issue no more.
Karen. Yo,
They
LM,
don't have that issue no more. That
Ace,
nigga averaging
nah, once
30 over
Chris Paul
the past
gone, yeah, they will.
10 games.
So would you take Traore over
LM,
Insane,
Ace.
yeah?
Imagine Ace and Nolan Traore as the draft.
Chris Paul, the only reason why
Mm.
they getting that
That's a great
they
draft.
the ball.
That's a good draft.
That would be really good. That would be really
That's a good draft to me.
You could get because Nolan's value is so depressed right now, and there's so many point guards. There's Boogie, there's Fears, there's Yak Eunice,
Because
there's
I don't care if it went down.
there's the
I
meme.
like Nolan, bro.
Yo, but he's gonna be down at the bottom of the draft. He's gonna be 15 and below. I don't think he's going lottery.
I think Dink Pate might be one of them.
Dink
I don't
Pate,
care
another
either.
one,
I know
6'6"
Nolan
guard.
gonna be balling.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
remember he's 6'8".
No,
I
Dink
gotta
Pate
look
is
that up.
smaller than that. I think he's 6'8".
He's 6'8". Yeah. So
I'm telling you, Jonathan,
I
I
think
got faith in Nolan.
I think a surprise drop. Who we gonna be surprised is not picked yet. I think Edgecombe is going to drop out the top 5.
he's gonna drop out the top 5. He's not in the top 10 right now. His
I'm not gonna
his
lie,
season
VJ
hasn't
might be the
gone.
best guard defender in this draft.
You know who else is gonna be down there? Drake Powell. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Like we could scoop him up in like 23, 24 because
He can
his
get
Yeah,
value
what
is
is he? Ain't he a
dropped.
wing?
He's a
Shooting
wing.
guard, 6'5",
He is 6.
North
Yeah,
Carolina.
He's a
he can
defense.
play wing, I guess, but he more so a
Yo, what
shooting
about
guard.
Boogie? Yo, where's Boogie Flynn go?
I
Boogie
don't
Flan.
know. I think
He's
he gonna
top
go like
15 for
top
me. I really like him.
Yeah, Boogie Flan's in the top 15.
top
He's
10,
in
top
top
15.
15. And then it's like where the centers are gonna go. Maluach, like
Top 20.
that's if
He's
you get
7'2". I
a
think he's top
draft
10.
of Dylan and Common Maluach is a win. It's a
I honestly, my and
I don't
I
even think we
feel the
getting a
way
center
about
in this
Claxton
draft.
at this point. But if you get my dream draft is if you get Ace with that 2 pick, you get Fears with that point guard pick, and then if you can somehow land on Malawatch, that you won.
that's a fantasy, but shit,
It
if
is.
that
It
ever
is. It's a
happened,
fantasy dream.
god damn. Nah,
Yo, what
but
about
Fierce
Ace
is
and
going too
Boogie?
high
I think
right
that's
now.
realistic.
Fierce is going top. Fierce is going top 5. So I stopped dreaming about that. What a doable thing because his talent is so his value is depressed right now. Is Nolan Traore or Dink Pate? That's still a good
I like
draft.
both.
If it all, that's why Sean Marks has to tank. They got to get into the top 5 for sure.
And Sean Marks just got to stop being an idiot and stop drafting 6'8" centers.
Yo, you know who I heard is dropping? Hugo Gonzalez.
Yeah, another one we could steal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we could steal Hugo Gonzalez down in the 20s.
Yo, if we don't draft a 7-foot center in this draft, bro, yo, BK, I might start watching, bro.
I don't think they're
There's
gonna
a good
draft
chance
the
they might
center
not.
for Claxton.
I don't think
Because of
so either.
Claxton? Man,
I don't think they're
get rid of
gonna draft
Claxton.
the center
Johnny
because
Green.
Claxton.
Even Claxton says he sucks.
Yeah, he did.
Claxton's like,
He
yo, I
did.
suck right now, yo.
Yeah, he did. Ain't nothing gonna change. He's still gonna be playing the same.
They got to trade him.
It's a
Yeah, they
tradable
do, bro.
contract though, so
I think
you're
I just
fine
think
with
it's time for a new scenery for Claxton. It's time for a new
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
Yeah, you can see it in
But
his
you know what it
face.
is? A lot of teams don't need a center. That's the problem.
Nobody needs
What?
that
There's a
center.
couple of
Needs a
teams that need a
center.
center.
Cool.
Memphis would have been great, but now they got that guy Edie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For one, the Lakers. That's number one. They desperately need a center.
Lakers just don't have any assets.
Claxton's value is not that high right now because of his bad play. So.
What about Claxton and Golden State?
Yeah, the Warriors need a center because, Trace has been good. Looney is just like he's so like up and down, bro.
What would they give us back?
That's Kaminga.
You ain't trading Kaminga for no Claxton. Nah, they ain't.
Yo, if they ever offered Kaminga, I would fucking strap what's the name to the hood of my car and drive.
The Pacers could use another center because all their centers is just injured.
They got Miles Turner.
Well, Claxton is backup. He ain't supposed to be starting.
So you're gonna trade for a backup center making $20 million?
It's his contract. He got to start.
Have you watching the
Golden State Warriors is eliminated,
Pacers, bro? They desperately need a center. They need a backup center badly.
But why are you gonna pay $20 million for a backup center? I would just get Dayron if I'm gonna make a deal with the Nets.
You need more height. You need more height, though. That's the thing. You need more height.
But Dayron plays bigger than what he plays bigger than his height. It's not all the time, but
he rebounds.
Nah, I'm saying like you need more height. Like you could do you don't even have to like have Claxton on the bench all the time. You could be like Claxton at the 5, Miles Turner at the 4, and then what's his name? Pascal Siakam at the 3.
Siakam is the 3, okay.
Yeah,
because with ball handling skills, he can play the 3.
Siakam at the 3, that'd be crazy.
He got the ball handling. Y'all think he can play 3?
I think he's going to be a free agent. I might be wrong about that. I thought I read that somewhere that he's a free agent after this year.
Pascal got ball handling skills. Y'all tripping. He can play the 3, bro.
No, he got skills for sure. Absolutely. He can do it.
I can't believe he went to the Pacers, bro. That was a bad fit, bro. I don't like that, bro.
I don't know. I think we stuck with Claxton for now until something better.
Toronto, maybe Toronto makes them. Nah, they still got Jakob.
They already got.
Yeah,
I think Jakob gonna get traded.
He could really go. I think Golden State would probably be the best for him, but what would we get back?
Well, you're gonna have to probably take what you can get. I mean, Claxton's been playing bad, bro. I mean, his value is not good.
Then why trade him now when his value is low?
I mean, is anything going to change next year?
You never know.
I mean, he don't work on his game. I mean, I doubt it.
Okay, he doesn't work on his game. How do you know?
His free throws are still bad.
These guys work on their game year round.
His ball handling skills has not improved at all. His free throws has not improved. His basketball IQ overall, like his passing IQ, is terrible.
Because he's not a good passer. I think it's a talent issue.
Hold on.
This guy's working out.
You can work on those things, bro. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be a Jokic or a Giannis or nothing, bro. But you can work on those things. Giannis and it's showing Claxton don't work on his game like that.
So you don't think that when he just signed a deal, right? You don't think he was working on his free throws all these years, knowing that he was going for a deal?
The reason why he got paid was based off of his defense, though. His free throws was terrible still. So what are you talking about?
But the fact is, if you know that you're going to be a free agent, right, which he was a couple of years ago before signing this extension, why wouldn't you work on your free throws?
I think working
on his game. He just sucks.
I think the evidence, if he was working on his free throws, I think the evidence for that, he would be a 71% free throw shooter.
Oh, that's not true, man. Come on. Like, Giannis came into the league shooting 77% from the free throw line.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see players get better at free throws, but y'all just giving excuses for Claxton, bro.
No, but like Giannis works endlessly at his free throws, but he doesn't improve. He's up and down. Just because he doesn't improve doesn't mean he doesn't work on it.
Nah, but hold on. You do see slight improvements with Giannis' free throws. Like, it's not all worldly, but you do see slight improvements.
But the thing is, you're forgetting that he doesn't have the talent.
His percentage might be down. Right? Hold on. Because I've seen Giannis in the playoffs, and he hit his free throws a lot, bro. It's been times where he was like clutching
up and down. Yeah, but right now he's shooting like 50%.
Like, you can tell Giannis actually works on his game.
How much footage have we seen of Ben Simmons shooting threes? How many TikToks, how many Twitter videos have you seen? Right? How come he's not shooting good from 3?
Thank you.
Well, that's because of his mental. Mentally, he's just soft.
I think Ben Simmons is at this point.
I'm not giving Claxton excuses, bro. That man, he got to go, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
I can agree with that, but the fact is that he is working on his game.
I don't see it, bro.
Maybe it's not great. Maybe he should be doing more. But I
don't think he works on his free throws as much as he says he does.
I've never even seen a comment of him saying that he does work on his free throws. But I know for a fact he works on his game.
Yeah,
they all do. That's their profession.
I would think at this point in time, Claxton, I don't know, because
he brings up Giannis like Giannis ain't clutch up.
People say it's the organization. They like to make that point, but I mean, with you and Cam Thomas being the longest probably tenured Nets on the team, like I would expect him to have some sort of breakout season where he just
And he
dominates.
hasn't. He hasn't had one yet.
Listen, bro, I
That's
could have
that's
had years to work on my game. I'm never gonna be, a 40% 3-point shooter. It's not gonna
Nobody is
happen.
saying he should be nobody's saying he should be that high. I'm not saying like
I'm saying
that.
me.
I'm
I'm
just
saying
saying like there
sometimes
should.
no
I
matter how
haven't
much
seen
work
no
you put
slight
in, you just
improvements
don't
though.
get better.
Hold on. You can hold on. As much as I dislike Giannis, credit to Giannis though, because he works on his game. I've seen slight improvements in his game to where it's like, yo, he's improving on his free throws. Now it may look bad at times, but it's improvement. I'm not seeing a slightest improvement in Claxton's game at all. It still looks the same to me from the time he's gotten drafted.
I think it Claxton, if he's,
That's
I
not
don't know
good,
What
bro.
if
because
his talent
he
maybe
says
he
he.
just sucks?
I don't know
You said
about.
what, Ellen?
I don't know if he just sucks. I just think that if he needs to be, if
He don't
it's a
work on it frequently. That's
organization
the
thing.
thing.
I don't know if it's an organization thing or maybe it's just a him thing, but if he's saying himself that, yo, I can do more than, what everybody sees, then why not do it? Like
Yeah, he
I
ain't
don't
got the
get it.
Because
ability,
he
bro. And if
runs
you ain't
an
got the
offense.
ability,
The coach
just get
gives
out.
the
Just
offense
watch out. Get
to
out the
run,
team, bro.
right? For the players to run. You
I mean,
can't
That's
this
just
true,
go
but
out
this
and
is
just do
if we're
ISO
tanking, if we got nothing else to lose, like why
because the
not
players aren't trying to
explore?
tank. The coach isn't
it
trying to
don't matter
tank.
what the players want.
It
Not these
well,
type of
it
not
does
these
in a
players
way
on this
because the
team.
players
These
are the
play
one who plays on the
what the
court.
players want on this team don't matter.
I just
Sure,
think
Mark can say
true,
lose, but
but
the thing is, the players are playing for their lives, right?
They
Keon
can play for
Johnson
their
is
lives, but they
playing
don't
to
have the
stay in
talent to
the
go out there and win
NBA.
these
He's not
games.
going to tank just to tank. He wants to be in the NBA.
Hold on, Pete. So you don't think it's like you can say, "Oh, I'm not going to be out here losing," but you can say that, but your talent is going to disagree with you, bro.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying, like, for someone like Keon Johnson, right? You could say, okay, Keon, I want you to miss this three. You know what I mean? Like, he's playing for his life
Nah,
and his
yeah, I get what
family,
you. Yeah, I
right?
get what you're saying. Yeah,
no, it's not
That's what
for
I'm saying.
it's a
I
difference with
get you. I get you. Yeah,
Claxton already got his bag.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he already got his money. So why like show us why you got the money?
But
Like
yeah, and he hasn't. That's the thing. He hasn't.
that's the main thing. Show us why you deserve to get paid.
You
And
get
I'm not
paid
even saying,
based
hold
on
on.
potential.
Eh,
Like
But
with
Pete,
Soto with the Mets, right? He just got a mega deal because he's a young, great player. Claxton was young, and they said, you know what? We could see him getting better. That's why you don't give older guys deals because there's no projection there. What it is what it is. And Claxton hasn't gone better. You're right.
but Pete, I could see if Claxton. I'm not even saying you got to be Embiid or Jokic, bro. I'm not saying that, bro. But it's like, dang, like you can at least show some heart on defense.
I don't. Some players do get paid, right, and they get lazy. That is the thing. Is that what
No, but
Claxton's doing? I don't know.
And
I
yet the
wouldn't say
NBA, the
that. I
league,
don't
and
know.
all these GMs and all that stuff, they still fall for it, bro. Don't do that.
you know what I think it is? I think if he signed back because of
Loyalty.
loyalty, but I don't think he
He signed
really
because of money.
realized. Right. I think it's loyalty and money, but I don't think I think the tanking thing is really taking a toll on him and he had no idea how much this would affect him in terms of
also,
like winning games.
That's
I
possible.
said
And
that.
I
I
think that's
also
taking a
think
toll on his
Nah, bro.
mentality. Like, yo, I didn't know it was gonna
LM,
be this
nah,
bad.
bro. You think you really
I
think
think
Not
this
this
is
is
making
the
exactly
tank?
what
excuses
you're
for him. I'm
doing.
just saying, like,
No,
he
I think the
signed his
tanking, yeah. But
it
then
could
again,
play a
I said
part.
this
Like
before.
he
I
don't
said
look
this
like
last
he
stream. I
like that.
said this the stream before. I think KD and Kyrie really made these dudes really like some of these the teams, the players that they play with really look better than what they was, and they really wasn't all that good, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
They really wasn't. They really wasn't, bro.
But I
Paxton
And
was
will
a
say
Claxton was
this.
looking
different
like
But
different.
wait,
some
when
different breed
Clax
out there
plays
when he was playing with KD.
with Clowney, right? Last year we saw that little spurt. They did play very well together, right? Is it that we're playing with an undersized four, so you get exposed more as Nick Claxton is at the five? If you put Clowney next to him or just a bigger four, does that help out his game? I think so.
The
Well,
only
yeah, it will help, but
people
individually
was
his
calling for
performance is not
Clowney
as
to
bad, bro.
start, but the thing about that is, I don't mind Clowney starting at the four. But the thing about that is,
I want Dayron to start.
we in the era of we trying to build up DFS trade value. So I mean, you will have to start him. He can't come off the bench. He has to get minutes. At this point, I think once DFS is out of here, I think Clowney gets that
He could play
All-Star.
30 minutes. He could play 30 minutes coming off the bench. Dorian Finney-Smith could.
Well, no, you got to feature him in order to.
But I understand what you're saying. You're correct. Your point isn't wrong.
Yeah,
I want
you
Day'Ron to
got to
start.
play
In
the
all
Fed.
honesty,
I mean, imagine Cam Johnson like coming off the bench. Like, I don't think his value will be that high as it is now. Like, you have to play these vets so they can get out of here. Once I think after All-Star, you're gonna see Clowney get more minutes. Probably Jalen Wilson.
I
Cam
want to see
Thomas
Day'Ron get more minutes, bro.
I think Day'Ron. Yeah, I think Day'Ron's gonna get more minutes.
He needs.
I
He
think the
needs to
young guy.
start.
It's gonna be the young guys' time to shine after All-Star weekend. I think once these
I
guys
just interviewed somebody who covers the Nets, right? He told me, and this is going to come out on Thursday. So CJ Holmes told me he thinks that Day'Ron should be getting minutes over Clack sometimes.
Yes, I believe that.
I believe so too.
I agree.
Claxton, hold on. Day'Ron is way more physical. He's big body type, and he grabs way more boards. And not to mention, I see a lot of like stretch. He. I think he's a
He
stretch.
could easily be a stretch.
Yeah, I think he's low key a stretch.
You know what it is, bro? He's slow. He's a little short for the position. Still an elite rebounder, right? Slow, poor IQ, and he's not going to be able to pass the way that you have like a Ben Simmons or even do the handoffs like Clax does, right? Clax is a little bit, not a little bit. He's a lot better.
Day'Ron's a better passer than Claxton.
Yeah, I think so too.
Day'Ron makes some really good passes,
but he's not as good as
I think that's an underrated part of his ability. Like he's
the
a
only
really
thing
good
Claxton might be good at the little dribble handoffs. That's it.
But he can also dribble a lot better than Day'Ron.
Absolutely.
I think coast to coast.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so too.
But
out of the two, Claxton might be a better ball handler.
It's a lot.
I mean, I think Day'Ron got higher upside though. I mean, he's 22. I mean, you probably
Day'ron is mad strong, bro.
Bro, I want Day'Ron to start. I think the 3-point shot is real.
I want him and Clowney to start.
My thing is, there's not a lot of when you think
BK
about
fell asleep.
probably.
When
you think about the centers in the league, like I mean, besides Embiid, Wemby, and Jokic, like who's really most of the centers starting? Like I think Day'Ron has a chance to possibly get that starter role if Claxton don't work out.
It's just funny, bro. It's just a lot of centers I'm seeing out here that improved and got an offensive game, and Claxton still hasn't.
You also have to remind, how many head coaches has he had since coming into the league?
What, 2?
A lot.
3?
4?
But you would be able to see if he was like a dominant NBA player that deserves to be a starter on a really great team. We would have seen that if he had that talent. We would have seen that already, wouldn't we?
He got injured at the beginning of the season. I'll give him that. But like, I don't know. He just doesn't give off dominant.
You know what it is? He likes to pick and roll in this offense. He's not doing a lot of pick and roll. He's not getting that action.
Do y'all think he was dominant when he was playing with KD and Kyrie with the superstars?
He was.
He was.
Okay, but
Harden got that.
Harden, like, if you're not dominant when you're not playing with the superstars, doesn't that show that you're really not as good as you are when you're not playing with the superstars? That's not good, bro.
But also, I've noticed that when he gets a bigger four, his numbers are a lot better. That's why you had KD was a good help defender. When you have Clowney, he's a good help defender.
Right.
But even still, his offense looked bad.
It was good with KD, 100%. And, you're right. You know what I mean? He needs to be better on offense. Whether it's the system or not the system, he needs to be better.
I just think it's time for Derek. I think it's time for Claxton to move on, bro. Claxton should just go to.
It's a tank season. Like there's no reason why he shouldn't be going out doing what he does.
Because they don't need any centers out there. There's not really a team that says I need the center. 1 and 2, his value is probably at its lowest right now, right? So it's going to be really tough to move him.
You know where he might actually work out? Atlanta. With Trae on.
Maybe I gotta look at the roster. He might have something there.
I I mean, would they give us? Are they giving us Clint Capella?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if it was Jonathan or Gary or something like that that mentioned to me. It would be Clint Capella and like something else, and then it would be just that, and then Claxton goes to the Hawks.
I think Capella, if there was a
But
trade,
we wouldn't play Capella though. We'll buy him out.
If Capella was, yeah, Capella would probably be in that trade if he was to go to Atlanta. But
Can I ask you
at this
guys
point, I'll
something?
take who I'll listen. If we get
Take who we
Derek
can get at
Queen,
this point.
like a Queen or something at this point, bro, I'll take that at this point and see Claxton on the way. Like,
Absolutely.
even
That's
if we got like a
crazy.
Malawatch, like cool, get a Malawatch, get St. Claxton on his way. Like it makes no sense at this point. He's 25, gonna be 26 going into next year. Like, what more do we need at this point to see? Like, I don't know. Like he should be hit.
Absolutely.
He should be in his prime right now. Like at his peak, he should be there. Like this is usually the time where players start hitting their primes and their peaks. Like
He might be
we
at
haven't
his
seen
peak.
it,
And what do you call
but
Atlanta has a Kongu, but I don't know if they're gonna start him over Capella. But he plays about 20 minutes a game, 23 minutes a game. 11.6 rebounds.
Yeah, I'm surprised Atlanta hasn't started a Congo yet.
He's 24 and he's under contract for a couple years at a great number.
I know Detroit wouldn't do it, but I would like a Durham if Durham is available. Detroit probably wouldn't do it though, but I would like a Jalen Duren on
I
this
think
team.
Detroit gonna make the play-in, bro. I said it at the beginning of the season.
Yo,
They need one more year.
we've been saying Detroit was gonna be better, and Harlem was like, nah,
Yeah,
Nets
nobody
is
gave us
gonna
that
be
credit, bro.
Nets gonna be
I said
nice.
the Hawks was gonna be good. Everybody thought I was crazy.
What do you call? They got Isaiah Stewart at center.
Isaiah Stewart at
Yeah,
center is not that even that bad though either.
and he's 6'8". Like I mean, he's
But he's
250.
strong
But
though, bro.
yeah, he's strong. He's really strong, and
Claxton
he
would
can
help
stretch it
them.
out. Though. He can shoot the three. Like he'll be
What
so he'll be really good in the
Yeah, but
offense.
he would even play over Durant.
fellas make
So he
trades
could
with
come off the bench.
Atlanta for Claxton? What would we get? What would that look like?
Gary had mentioned something about it would be Atlanta Hawks with like Clint. It was like Clint Capella and I think a second
That's the
rounder
Hawks.
or something.
Clint Capella or Kongwu, those will probably be the main people.
I don't see them. I don't see them
Just the
trading a
second
Congo.
rounder though. I think we got to get more than that.
For
You're
Claxton,
not going for Claxton. You're not going to get a first.
I don't think you get a first for Claxton. I'm not even gonna hold
Not
you.
with the
Not
way he's
right
been
now
playing.
with the way that he's playing.
Not the
Yeah,
way
nah,
he's
you
been
can't get a
playing.
first to him.
You can't get a first from him at all.
That's the best you're gonna get, Pod.
Yeah,
Screw it.
yeah, he's
Give Claxton give
Schroeder went
Claxton
for
the
what?
season and give us Allen back.
How many second round picks he went for? 3.
Give Claxton to Cleveland. Give us Jared Allen back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll take Jared Allen back.
they would never do that either.
they wouldn't.
They would even
That
answer
just
the
goes to
phone.
show what Claxton's value is. It's
It's
not.
terrible, bro.
It's
It's not
bad.
good right now.
It really is bad. But it's like I don't know, I wasn't mad that he got the money. I just thought he was gonna show more of an offensive game than I thought he would.
Yeah, I
Uh,
thought so too.
but it is what you stuck with, man.
Nah, you gotta blame all them dudes up here in the panel when he got paid talking about something. He gonna show y'all, man. They started lying, bro.
His contract
Mhm.
does go down every year, though. This year's 28, next year's 26, 23, and then 21. That's the only good thing about it. It's descending.
I would have gave him like 15 mil, bro.
It's a tradable, right? It's a tradable contract. So I mean,
Next year,
Looking back on it now, how much would y'all
The
have to give
Pelicans need
Claxton?
a big. I think the Pelicans don't really got a center. They probably would do good with a Claxton.
Yeah, but for who?
remember, you got to
I
match the contracts.
Yeah, would y'all
Yeah,
take?
That's
You
an
I
issue.
don't
gonna trade for Brandon Ingram?
know. Brandon Ingram on this team would be dope. I'm not even gonna lie, but I don't know if they would do it for Claxton straight up.
No way. No.
That would be
Nah,
You need
we
multiple
gotta add
firsts
more
going
stuff to
out
it.
It
there.
has to be more
We
involved.
gotta add picks.
Multiple
Yeah,
picks.
multiple. I don't know. They probably wouldn't do that. They got
They
Misi
wouldn't.
there. He's played all right, but
He's better. He's
I,
gonna be better than Claxton.
yeah, Misi's nice.
He's a better
I'm
shot
looking.
blocker than Claxton right now.
I'm just looking to. I'm looking at different teams that would probably that need a center.
There's not that
Um,
many.
there's really, yeah. I'm looking at the teams. There's really not a
A
lot.
lot of these
You know
teams
why we gave
that
Claxton
have
this
centers
deal?
their
Because he
centers
was
are
about
better
to
than
become a
Claxton.
free agent, right? If you let him walk, then you would have gotten nothing. The thought was, okay, he's a young guy. He's playing well. Maybe he gets better. He probably gets better since he's young and he's shown promise. Let's sign him. And then let's say he stays at this level. We could probably trade him.
Would you trade Claxton to a Portland for Ayton?
No, Aiden's making a lot of money.
No,
Isn't
I don't
he?
want to. I don't want a center back because I want Daron to start.
Daron's restricted free agent this year. Keep in mind.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna offer like a big deal for him.
No, I don't think nobody going for him. No.
But you never know. You never know. The analytics like him a lot. You get these teams that don't look at the court; they look at the paper and the numbers. You never know. But I don't think that's
Pete, I'll
realistic.
say this: if anything, I think the Lakers will probably offer him something.
I was thinking the Lakers for Claxton maybe, but it would have to happen in the offseason though.
On him like in a free agency? No. He would have to get
Because
traded.
Claxton's number goes down, right? He's making $28 million this year. It's very hard to find a deal like another team to match up with that $28 million. Next season is 26. It's only $2 million, but it's a really big difference.
Man, bro, imagine that Claxton in a Lakers
I don't
jersey.
think. I don't think because they have Jackson Hayes on here, but I don't think his contract matches with Claxton's.
No, not even close.
Or Daron in the Lakers. That's gonna be, if that happens, bro. That's gonna be so weird to look at.
Yeah, man. There's not a lot of teams. Not even gonna lie to you. Sacramento only got Sabonis, but they don't got no backup center. I don't know how that would work.
Sabonis should be playing the four.
Utah, they got Walker Kessler already, so that's out the picture. They wouldn't do that.
I don't know why Utah is like always in trade rumors. If I'm Utah, I'm keeping that core, bro.
Because they got
nice players over there, man.
Yeah, they got good players, bro.
Collins, Markkanen, Kessler, Keontae Ford, Connor Sexton, Blakowski, Taylor Hendricks. They got
the only problem is they in the West. That's the only problem. They was in the East.
Yeah, they got really good players over there. It's just they're in the tanking phase.
That West is hard though, bro. A lot of their games was even blowouts. Like they be in close games.
Yeah, Grizzlies got Edie. I mean, does Zubac contract matches up with?
They not. Zubac is playing better than Claxton, and they're not doing that.
Yeah, we'd have to pay to get him, and I don't think they would even do it.
You see how Zubac's been playing?
Yeah, dang man,
I've never seen Zubac play like this before.
We're probably stuck with him. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not
Lakers Lakers need a center. Lakers might be the best bet.
But who would you even?
But Pete, the thing about
I don't know who you get back.
Would you get Hachimura?
That have to be him and somebody else.
Yeah, but
maybe you do this. Let me try this. How about D'Lo, Hachimura for Dorian Finney-Smith and Claxton, and we'd have to get back draft capital.
That
might work.
I would do it, but it's like Rob Pelinka said he wants a big body center.
I would probably do that, but I wouldn't want D'Lo in the deal though.
No, but what are you getting?
You need to get draft capital back. And
what draft
you have
they
got draft capital
for 2 years. D'Lo's expiring.
What year does the
I think
next
they
time
got.
the
I think
Lakers
they have
have
a what
drafting?
2020.
I don't think the Lakers got a lot
I
of
think.
draft capital.
No,
I
they
think
don't
they
have
do have 2025
2026.
picks too.
No, they don't. They don't have a 25 pick.
No, I
The
don't think they
Lakers.
have a pick for
No,
You
They don't
gotta
have a
2026.
look
pick.
at
Wait,
you'd
hold
have
when
on,
to
you
hold on.
make
trade
when you
20,
propose these
29,
trades.
and 31.
Wait, Pete,
They
we
have
say it
Yeah.
again. How
29
many
and
picks?
31. Nobody's interested in those picks, especially
Wait, you
not the
said
Nets.
29 and
Consider
21.
31.
29 and
31.
29
31.
and 31. Yeah.
Nobody
It would have
wants
to be
those
that, or
picks.
30 and 32.
Did they trade away that 26 pick?
Who?
No, they have it, but they don't have a pick this year, so they can't trade it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because I was about to say I thought they traded away their 26 pick for a second.
The way you get them is you do a swap with them.
I mean,
That's
but
a good
Pod, I
idea.
mean, what else? That's the best you're gonna get for Claxton, bro.
Nah, it's the best. You're just not getting any draft picks. Not from the Lakers.
Well,
You got
not.
to
I mean,
figure out.
nobody's gonna give up a first rounder for Claxton. Not right now.
Nah, that's true. That's true. I don't know what you could get for him. I don't know what you could get for him. It's messed up because we stuck with him. If you could get his money, off the books, it will give you tremendous flexibility. You could really get busy. You could think about maybe 2 superstars.
That deal doesn't even work for D'Lo and Hachimura. For Claxton and Dorian Finney-Smith, doesn't work.
No,
We have to
why
cut.
would
We'd
you?
have to cut $7 million.
It's not even that. It's not even that though. But why would you give
Throw Gabe
DFS
Vincent
up?
in there.
Why would you give DFS up when you can get a first round pick for DFS?
Nah,
Why?
nah.
Because
You're not getting a first
listen.
rounder for
I've talked to a
DFS.
lot of people, bro. We're gonna get a what do you call it, a Royce O'Neal type deal for Dorian. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
you're
get a
not
Well,
getting
first.
a first rounder,
I'll
bro.
take
well,
that over what the Lakers is offering.
the Lakers got the Lakers the Lakers got their own pick in 2026. So
But they don't have one
I
in 25, so you can't trade the
yeah
26. You have to hold
No,
on
for
to it.
yeah
2026, what you could do
they could
is you
tank
could
for
do a swap.
2026. Right, but
But
I don't think they're gonna trade that pick because I think if this is LeBron's last season, they can tank and try to
Nah, he
be
said
in
he's playing.
AJ
He said he's
DeBoss
playing
Nah, they got
next year
system.
too.
AD.
you can't tank with AD.
Nah, LeBron did say something about him
AD's gonna
playing next year
carry
too.
if hypothetically LeBron retires. AD gonna
Right,
carry
yeah.
the Lakers to the top of the West.
No,
Hell no.
no. They're
Well,
just
you
gonna
make
keep
deal. You gotta
them
you
from
gotta help them
tanking.
out. You gotta
They'll
get
be
guys.
You
they'll
got to
be
go get
they'll be
somebody for
41
AD,
and
How
bro. You
much
got to
41.
help
go
you
get
gonna
somebody, bro.
get AD
They'll be an 8th or 9th seed
in
What
the
do you mean get
West?
AD?
in the West. Yeah.
You get Claxton. You get if hypothetically, right? You get Claxton, Dorian Finney-Smith, and you don't have to give up that much because if I'm the Nets, I'm just trying to get off Claxton's deal.
No, but you could get assets
Okay,
for
if
you
I'm
could
the
get a
Lakers,
real asset for
I'm
DFS.
joining in the Boston sweepstakes next year, bro.
If we're
Fuck
gonna get
that.
No,
only
why would you
like
do that when you
two
can go
second
get?
rounders for
Hold
Dorian
on.
Finney-Smith,
When,
well, I'd rather get off Claxton's contract. That's like $26 million next year.
nah, but LM, you act like this is like a bottom feeding franchise. Like the Lakers is the Lakers, bro. They always gonna get superstars, bro. Like regardless. Like
The Lakers since Kobe hasn't really, besides the bubble, like
hold on,
realistically,
that's not true.
they haven't really.
They had to start. They just traded everybody because of LeBron.
I
They
don't
could
They
know,
had
have
the
bro.
they
players.
could
Hold
have
on.
rebuilt.
They
They
had
could have
Brandon Ingram
rebuilt.
over there,
They could have
Julius
they
Randle,
definitely could
Kuzma,
have rebuilt. Like
Lonzo. They had all them good dudes
they
over
gonna have
there,
to
man.
re. Honestly, I really don't. I don't
It's
think
because of LeBron.
AD
LeBron been messing up
is
that franchise.
New Orleans AD as to where he can like. If you look at the roster up and down.
No. I'm not talking about compete though. I'm talking about keeping them from tanking. As long as they've got AD's money on the books, they're going to try to win.
Yeah,
They're
facts.
going
They're not gonna lose. They're not
It's,
gonna be
they're
tanking after LeBron
trying is
leaves.
fine. Them actually in this East, I mean in that West,
But they're gonna
like
go
yeah,
get
it's
somebody
a
though, Ellen.
lot of teams, bro.
yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
you got to remember it's the San Antonio was on the rise. Like it's a lot of teams out there that
That'll be a
you got to
while though.
compete
That's
with.
gonna be a while
nah, there's
before
a
San
few
Antonio
teams
does
that could
anything.
drop. Denver could drop.
I
Even
think
Jokic.
Utah. If Utah land the Cooper flag,
San Antonio.
they could
I
be
don't
on
know
the
why
come
people believe in San Antonio. San Antonio is gonna be a while.
Houston look like they next year they get their stuff right. They might be up there.
So
Yeah.
hypothetically, right?
Like I don't know if the
If the
Lakers
Lakers
make a
get
nice
Trey
team.
Young, so say LeBron retires, right, Ellen? and then they go out and get like a Trae Young.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
see.
think they gonna be
That's like
top
2 minutes
top
ago.
of the team? Like AD is still on the roster. You don't think they're gonna be
Yeah, no, I'm
top in the West?
I did. Oh, sorry.
With Trae Young.
Yeah, Trae Young
I
and
don't
Anthony
know,
Davis and
bro.
whatever else is on their roster.
But why would Atlanta trade him?
Well, I mean, they're not really doing anything. They're just gonna be wanting to play in.
I
I
don't
know,
think
but
Atlanta gonna
they
trade
got
him.
Jalen Johnson. They got
No, I'm saying no, Pod. I'm saying like, say if this is like after LeBron retires, so this is like 2026. I don't see Atlanta keeping Trae Young until 2026, bro.
I mean, he draws a lot of ticket sales for Atlanta, though, man.
But you already got. But think about their roster, though. They already got mad. They was winning even when
Nah,
Trae
they
Young was
want
out there.
Trae Young to be with Jalen Johnson and Ricochet, those guys.
I see a lot of talent
they
in
built up a
the
nice
Hawks,
little
bro. The
trove
Hawks,
of talent.
they was winning games when Trae Young was hurt. So like, they gonna be fine, bro. They just gotta rebuild.
I just don't
So
think
I'm not saying this is
they
gonna
got
be the
talent.
I'm not saying this is gonna be the roster because they probably will make moves around AD. But if you just take LeBron off this team right now, it's
They would be
Anthony
way better.
Davis.
Trust me, the Lakers would be way better once LeBron retired.
LeBron just off this team right now. I'm not saying this is gonna be the roster if LeBron retired, but take LeBron off this team right now. AD, Austin Reeves, Hachimura, Russell, Connect, Vanderbilt, Christie, Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood,
That's
Cam
a
Reddish,
playing team.
Gabe Vincent, Bronny, Jalen Hood-Schifino.
That's a playing team.
Nasty work.
Hold on. Let's be real.
That's a ninth seed pod.
No, hold on.
Nah,
I don't know how
I
many
think they would have
games.
to add to that. I think they can.
I don't
It's
know how
just
many
once
Laker games y'all be
once you
watching,
have
but
AD, you had the
I think
basis
they.
of keeping you in there.
I'm not saying AD not gonna go out and get his. I'm not saying that he gonna ball out for sure.
you know they play better. You know they win games when LeBron is out the lineup, right?
They do. They do. They actually play better without.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Without
Like
LeBron.
LeBron is the problem.
I'm just
Like
saying.
once
I'm
he's
just
gone, it's gonna be
saying.
way better.
In the West, where these other teams is coming up and they doing good,
That's
I don't
fair.
know if
I get
if the
you.
Lakers is
The younger
top
teams, yeah,
5 or top 6 in the East, in the West.
but they're not ready yet.
If
Though.
with
You
LeBron
really
off the
think the
team,
Spurs is gonna be ready yet? The Spurs not ready yet. I'm
they
watching
above
the Spurs. They're not
500 right
ready yet.
now.
No, I'm saying like to make any noise. They're not ready to make no noise yet.
If they make the playoffs this year, which it look like they are, they're gonna be way better next year.
But I'm saying like in terms
Hands
of like, this is
down.
like what the Spurs remind me of is what OKC was doing them early years. Like they
I
growing
think
right now.
Wemby is having his Paulo year because remember Paulo didn't make the playoffs his
But that's
first
only
year. He
one
made the
man.
playoffs his second year, and he was an all-star.
Oh no, man, that's the
Wemby is
Western
having his
Conference,
Paulo
man.
year.
Yeah, but don't y'all think the Spurs is in their growing years, bro? It's kind of like OKC, like in them growing years.
Well,
They first
CP3
couple
said
years.
they trying to win games. They're not exact like it's when you
Yeah, of
have a
course you're trying to win games. You're
39-year-old
trying to be
on
in the
the team,
play-in.
like they want to win. I think Wemby just wants to win. Like it don't matter. He wants to win now. Like I
I
think
think
that's
next
his
year they're gonna get a
mindset.
win now player for Wemby. I think so. It's gonna be either a De'Aaron Fox or a Trae Young.
But the fact it took them they are above 500 and they've won 15 games so far. They didn't win 15 games last year until Valentine's Day. Like the fact they're there at December
It's because of
now,
Chris Paul.
yes, it's crazy improvement, bro. Wemby's playing out of his mind. Castle
Because
is
he has
playing
somebody giving
really
him the
good.
ball, bro.
Like the fact they even above, they're 2 games away from the 6th seed in the West. Like this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that AD not gonna do his next year, but you look at these teams coming up in the West, bro. It would be very hard pressed for me to think that the Lakers would be a 9th seed.
Nah, I'm just
Like
saying like whoever they get for AD, because trust me, I believe they're gonna get somebody for AD because they're not
I
gonna
do
sit. That's
believe
the
you got to
Lakers,
pair
bro. The
somebody
Lakers
up with
always want to
AD
go
though.
MVP.
You would have to try to get a star or all star or somebody.
It's gonna be somebody, bro. It's gonna be either a Fox, a Trae Young, or somebody. It's gonna be somebody.
They might get
Jimmy
Jimmy.
Butler.
Jimmy,
Throw
nah,
Jimmy Butler in there.
that's terrible. Jimmy Butler and Anthony. I don't like that duo.
But
I
I
don't
don't
even
think
think
LeBron's
with
gonna retire. He wants to play with his
I
son.
think he played in a couple more years. I think he played 2 more years, but
The
I'm
way he
just
was
saying
talking in
it.
that interview today, or yesterday, sounded like he want to play one more year.
He might.
It's like, bro, dang, isn't it enough? Like, what else you got to prove, bro?
Isn't he 38 at this point?
Nah, he's 40. 41 next year.
Man, I give it to him for the
Bro,
longevity. We watched him grow
bro,
up.
and where has it
Like,
gotten him? He ain't getting no chip off it. That's terrible. That's nasty work, bro.
That team is gonna have a lot of thinking to do after he's out of here.
They'll be way better.
Yo, BK, you passing out again?
No, I'm good. I'm here. I'm here. I was looking at these draft picks for these players for like the Nets could potentially pick, man.
I think all this gonna change by March. Like these
I'm not watching the Nets no more if we don't draft a center.
What's that? It could.
I'm not gonna watch the Nets, bro. If we don't get a center, at least one.
Do they still got Cooper Flag number 1? There was some, like I said, there were some guys, there were some scouts that saying he could be picked number 2 or 3. You know, so
at least a 7-footer.
Cooper's gonna go 1 regardless. As much as Dylan and has been playing, like he's gonna go 1 regardless. Like at this point, it's just.
I mean, is it a marketability? Is like a marketability thing? Or?
Yeah, definitely marketability. He can, he's looked at as the darling child. Like he
because you know how the NBA is when it comes to those
like
type of players.
He's going number 1 regardless. And the crazy thing is, Dylan Harper's actually outplaying Cooper Flag right now. But it is what it is.
It don't matter. Like, he ain't got the marketability like Cooper.
Wait a minute, hold on. How did LeBron? Hold on, man. I don't understand how LeBron James screwed up that franchise up, man. JR.
Oh, here you go, BK. We ain't getting into this, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand that, man.
Bro, BK, I already cooked you on that, bro.
No, we didn't really get into it or anything like that. But I mean, Austin Reeves.
Obvious. No.
Yeah, Austin Reeves. I mean, D'Angelo Russell.
Hold on.
I mean, it's just not really a good
Austin
team.
Reeves has been balling, bro.
Huh?
They had. I don't know.
Is good, bro.
No, Austin Reeves is garbage, man.
What?
Hold on, defense. He's trash, man.
Austin Reeves has been probably one of their best bright spots, bro.
Nah, man.
Yo, leave a like on the stream. We only got 3 likes, and we got 33 people watching, and I'm one of the likes.
Man, yo, everybody watching, drop a like on the video. What's going on?
I'm one of the likes too.
No, okay.
I mean, they really had something going with they had Ingram at one point. They had Randall.
BK all he watches is his King LeBron.
I told you. That's why I was saying that we was talking about Reed Shepard earlier. That's why I don't like him. He just reminds me of Austin Reeves on defense, man. He's just too small. Now, I'm not saying Austin Reeves is garbage. It's just that he's undersized, man. You know.
He's 6'5".
So BK, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, Julius Randle. I mean, they was on the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And LeBron traded all that for 1 championship. He mortgaged the whole future for 1 championship.
Hey man, that's what it takes, though, man.
No, it was the bubble ring, bro.
Yeah, I mean that
no
bubble.
Count. It was no count. Who
that bubble ring is always gonna have like an asterisk next to it. Like,
would you take
no real ring, bro?
Would you take a bubble ring? I'd take a bubble ring tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
for the Nets, yeah.
Well, yeah. If we the Nets, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yo, let Pod back in, BK.
He's in.
Oh my bad.
I'll take it if I'm the Nets for a bubble ring. I'll take it.
I mean, it's gonna be probably a fraud.
They have not won a division in years, and they haven't even sniffed it in Brooklyn.
You know, I would love to just be like a division-winning team for 10 years, just good.
Man, bro.
When they were coming to Brooklyn, I had a dream.
That guys have such low standards, man.
Champion shirt.
When y'all think we win?
We haven't even gotten that yet.
I'm BK.
The championship is like, I don't even.
When you think we're gonna win one, BK? 2040?
It could. I don't know, man. I mean, it took Boston like almost 10 years to really kind of put together a really good roster, man. So you don't know.
They drafted Brown in 16. They drafted Tatum 17, and they didn't win until 2024. So I mean,
years.
if you want to
The
do
Nets gonna
that,
draft a shooting guard at number 8. I don't understand. You already have Cam Thomas already.
Man, bro.
Who's
they
the
not
shooting guard?
we're not
Take the
drafting
best talent
Knuckle, bro.
available.
He's the best
but
one
you're
available at that.
not
I
at
don't know,
8.
but if he is, then I'm taking him.
No, I'm
Knuckle?
not drafting Knuckle at 8.
We already got a good shooting guard. His name is Derek
That's
Whitehead.
I'm
This
not
is-
taking Knuckle at
This
8, man.
this is
If he's
why
the
this
best
is
talent
why we
available,
have
you're
to
gonna take
tank.
somebody less talented.
You have to no,
You
John.
don't. I
Don't get
mean,
lost in this.
Shea went 11. Curry went 9. Like, I mean,
Sure, but you can't. But when you know what you have at
Jokic
the top
went what?
3, you can't play that game.
bro, we talking about like Kobe went 13. Like, I mean,
Where
we
did
gotta
Jokic
really
go?
think
Wasn't
about
he in
it.
the second
Like,
round? Wasn't Jokic in the
we
second
don't
round?
know the dudes that we take. I'm not disagreeing, Paul. We gotta go with the best. We gotta try to get you want to get the best odds for the top at the
I
top of
know,
the
Oh
but
wait a
table.
minute, hold on.
I'm
He's
just
we can
six
do
saying,
seven.
that
like,
other thing with the
Hold
other
on, hold on,
picks.
hold
We
on.
got
I'm
3
just
other
saying,
picks in the first
Knuckle
round.
at 8 is not somebody that I'm necessarily like making that pick on. Like,
But I'll tell you, but if he's the best player, right? Let's just say he's the best player at this pick. You take him, and if he is that good, you can trade him later on. If you take
True.
somebody who's less talented, just because you have a position of need, that could hurt you in the long run.
what if? But
No,
we
there's
see
better
instances,
players than
right?
him.
What if Knuckle's cool? What if you take him, but then the person that some other team took at 13 turns out to be a way better player, and we have a chance to get
in
that
this
person?
hypothetical, I'm saying that he's the best player at this slot. That's what I'm saying.
He's 6'7",
Obviously, we don't know that.
217 pounds. So I'm a shooting guard. That's like
He's like a Klay Thompson,
yeah. I mean
but
that's what
he's
they
not as
consider.
good of a shooter.
Basically,
He's
a
like
Klay Thompson.
he's basically a Klay Thompson. Yeah.
So what's so bad about that?
What I'm trying to
Nah.
say is, no matter where
What
we
you mean,
pick,
nah, Pod?
you just take the best talent available, and you worry about positions later.
You didn't get those picks to get a
Y'all
Knuckle.
said he's a Klay Thompson. Why y'all said nah? Like that's a bad comparison.
Well, it's
That's
a
good
gamble though,
comparison,
man.
but
You know, we
it's a
don't
good
know who the Nets
comparison,
want to
but
get.
does he live up to that? We don't know.
No,
That's just
nobody's
to
gonna
tell you
ever
how
live
he
up to a Klay
plays.
Thompson or a Steph Curry, bro. Nobody's gonna ever live up to that.
Nah, he's not gonna be. Trust me.
We don't know.
Look,
We don't know. What if he just takes a huge leap, like his second year in the NBA?
Nobody's
We don't know.
surpassing
It
Klay
depends on
Thompson.
it
Let's be
depends on the
realistic.
team and the system he plays into. Like if he goes to a team where they already
I mean, I
have
feel
a
like we gotta be
shooting
realistic
guard,
though. Nobody's gonna be
then what?
surpassing these dudes.
He's kind of most of these rookies like they don't start anyway. But most of these rookies, like if he goes to a team where they already have a good shooting guard, like I mean, he's gonna be coming off the bench. Like you're not really gonna see.
But what does he mean by surpassing? Like surpassing him in what, shooting? Nah, he ain't gonna surpass him in shooting.
I don't know. I don't see Knuckle as a build around type talent. He's really good, but I don't think I don't see him as like a franchise player. Like,
but that's the
I see him
danger,
as
though.
a side player, like a good, starter or backup. But for
That's
There's
the
a reason
danger
why
of
he's
this
like eighth
playing this
overall,
game.
right?
We have to tank. We got to make sure that we get up in that top 2 in record. This is like you can't take these risks because the Nets got 3 other picks to play that game of, I'm gonna pick him.
Imagine
or
we
I'm gonna
get
develop
imagine
him,
we
or
get the
I'm a,
5th pick.
I'm saying,
That
5th
wouldn't be the
pick would
worst
be
thing in the
good.
world.
worse,
I think there's
that would
5-6
be
guys
good.
who are good enough for us that we could build around.
I'll still be a little disappointed.
I would
Yeah,
too.
but you could get.
I would, but
get,
I wouldn't be tight. Like, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, all right, whatever. We got a fifth
like
pick.
you get Trey Johnson.
Yeah.
Trey Johnson's the best scorer.
I'm hearing Trey
in this
Johnson's
draft.
another Cam Thomas. I keep hearing that about from Nets fans.
That's not true. He's bigger. He's
No,
like,
in terms of
his
like
size, like the
their
style of
overall
play.
game, not like
The style of
he's
play.
he's a good defender and his.
I'm hearing
like,
a lot of that.
He's more athletic too.
He's more athletic.
I'm just wondering, like, once we get this, whoever this said player is, right? How is Cam Thomas gonna feel?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
You worry about that. Who cares? You worry about that later.
I mean, what you mean? Who cares? I mean, he's our best scorer.
He's still gonna be the best
It's
scorer.
not gonna change nothing. I don't think it changes anything. I think he wants to play with somebody who can,
You think so?
help
You
him out.
think? I don't know, bro.
You don't think he'd want to play with James Harden or Kyrie Irving when he was a rookie?
Well, I mean, he was a rookie, so
If he gets more shots.
Yeah, if he gets touches.
If he wasn't playing under Steve Nash, probably.
I mean, he didn't
They
really
didn't.
seem
They
too sad.
didn't.
Hold on,
They
hold on.
didn't even.
He didn't really
They
seem too
didn't.
sad about
That
them leaving.
team back then didn't prioritize rookies because we
They're
had
trying
a
to win.
championship team already.
Yeah.
So Cam Thomas
They
realistically
probably
wasn't
could
spending no on them.
if he could have
Cam
turned
was happy
into
when
like
he
a
left, bro.
J.R.
He
Smith, like
was
a
like, I
3 and
finally
D
get the
type guy.
opportunity.
Yeah, I think that would have got Cam. That would have got Cam Thomas more minutes. Like him turning into like J.R. Smith.
He's nothing like J.R. Smith.
Or Lou
J.R.
Williams.
Smith.
Yeah,
J.R. Smith was insane, like with what he could do. Y'all ever watch when J.R. Smith
I don't know.
won
Cam is. I
McDonald's
think Cam is
All-America?
better than J.R. Smith, bro.
He dunked from the free throw line in the McDonald's All-America game.
That might be a hot
his
take. That might be a
athleticism was off
crazy
the
take,
charts.
Yo,
y'all
Smith was
taking
a
J.R.
beast.
Smith over Cam Thomas?
Nah,
I'll probably
Younger-
take J.R.
Nah, I don't
No,
think so.
we're talking about young J.R. Smith, like when he was
young
entering
J.R.
the
Smith.
league.
Nah,
I'm not talking about old
Not the
J.R.
J.R. Cleveland J.R. Smith.
No, not no Cleveland. No, he was out his prime.
We talking about Denver Knicks J.R. Smith.
Yeah, Knicks.
Yeah, I would take that J.R. Smith over.
I would take
I
that
don't know,
J.R.
bro.
Smith
I'm
over
taking Cam.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, we don't know what Cam's gonna be, right? I think J.R. Smith was more of already kind of. We already knew what he was. Kind of. We knew he was a microwave type of player.
Cleveland J.R. Smith was the worst.
CT, I think he'd grow a little bit more.
Before his knee injury, he was incredible, y'all.
He slept on Cleveland. I'm not gonna lie.
He was incredible.
He was actually really good with Denver. I might be wrong
J.R.
there.
Smith, not even the Knicks J.R. Smith.
Not in the playoffs.
Denver J.R. Smith, my God. No, he did he did the same thing Harden did in the playoffs. He went to the strip club, he partied.
Yeah,
I
young
heard he
J.R.
was drunk all the time. I don't know if that was true.
What do you call it? Yeah,
story.
with Denver, he averaged 13 points a game, 38% from three, 43% from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
But my thing is, even if I don't think like whoever we get, I don't think Cam Thomas is gonna really have an issue with it. I think they gonna have a conversation with Sean or whatever, and just be like, "Hey, yo, y'all two gonna have to coexist."
So if we get a Cooper, Ace, or Dylan, and we say, "Yo, this is their franchise," he ain't gonna have a problem with that.
I mean, they understand.
A lot of players
they
would,
understand it's a business. Like how many times
No,
these
it's a
players?
business. No, it's cool, but
It
you
is
still
a
have like a little
business
issue.
at the
Like,
end of the
sure, I've
day.
been here longer.
That would be a sick team, no. If you have Ace on one wing and you got Cam Thomas on the other wing, that's a hell of a start.
We saw. Listen, I get he's been here longer. We saw DeRozan get traded like a bag of chips, and that nigga been the franchise leader in all
Good, bro. I
every
don't like
statistical
DeMar DeRozan.
category.
I was glad when he got traded.
Yeah, but he got traded for Kawhi though, like
yeah, exactly. Somebody better.
True, but that I'm talking about the loyalty aspect of that. Like the business they don't care about any of that. Yo, you've been here longer, crap. Like if it's an opportunity to get you out of there, they're
I'm
gonna
not
get
gonna
you
lie.
out of
DeMar
there.
DeRozan hasn't been good since Toronto.
Had a
But
good year with the Bulls.
I think Cam Thomas can coexist with.
I mean, 1 year. I mean, he had good. No, I'm not saying he had good years, but like to me, his real prime was
his impact. His impact.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But a Cam and Ace Bailey, I feel will be fire.
He has no impact now, bro. I mean, he hasn't improved his game. That's another player who hasn't improved their game.
You just need either one of those three. And I think that they've been going to Rutgers games. They've been looking at these dudes. I think they really, Sean is really targeting Ace or Dylan. Like, I think
I've
those are
watched every Cooper game this year, including the preseason joints. Sean hasn't been. I'm sure a net scout has been there, but Sean hasn't been at any of those games.
Bro, you
does he
sure?
use? I've
heard he's
gone. You probably don't want to make that long ass trip.
You would have
It's not that long.
You would have seen it. It would have been in. It would have somebody would screen capped
it would be like other.
Yeah, but I mean, Kentucky.
We missed that.
Where's
Duke? Wouldn't he have other people going for him? Like as people.
Where's Duke Stadium?
We got scouts going all over the place. How's yeah.
Let me check my DMs because I think I had someone tell me that Sean Morris won himself, but let me check my DMs. Give me a second.
I haven't. I didn't see it.
If he went and it would have got captured on camera.
Yeah, I ain't see Sean
And
Marks at no
somebody would have
Cooper
screen
Flag
capped
games.
it on Twitter. No way that gets by.
He probably went to a Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey game. Probably.
No, he's been there twice.
He's been there twice. Yeah,
He's been there twice. And the guy who's the head of scouting went back a third time.
This is from my DMs. Marks has traveled to New Brunswick 4 times to personally scout Bailey and Harper.
4 times?
4 times.
Yeah. They know they're getting
he ain't really go to Cooper, huh?
They're getting one of them.
I don't know it's guaranteed, but they just want to be in position to be like, okay, we know what this guy is. Our scouting, scouting is done on him.
Listen, they getting one.
Whoever we get, is y'all giving them the keys?
Absolutely. If I get Harper, I'm giving him everything. He's the man.
If we get Ace, we're giving him the keys.
Before he even do nothing, the minute he touched Barkley.
Nah, that's not the way it works. That's not gonna happen either. He's gonna have to earn it.
Every top pick, 1 through 3, whatever it is, every year, they in some way, shape, or form have the keys to the franchise.
It's more like symbolic, right?
I mean,
they still gotta earn it, but I think everyone knows this is the future.
I think the last one that had to earn it was Ant-Man.
Ant came out.
Have like Carl Anthony Towns next to him, right?
Well, yeah, that was Cat's team. It wasn't Ant's team yet.
Exactly. That was a little different, I think.
I mean, if you look at it, like,
Cat
really started winning like that until Ant came. So, like,
if you get Harper, you don't think they're not
that's
going
to
build
he had
around
to earn
him?
it. He had to build up.
I think
they're not going to build around him, guys.
And LM,
of
you
course
seeing that the Timberwolves can't win without Cat. They ain't gonna win without Cat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think once you get Dylan there, they definitely are gonna have to try to build around him and Cam Thomas. I think that's
6'5", right? 6'4", 6'5".
They better resign CT.
They he's 6'6". But he's 6'6", like 215. Like he's big. He's a big guard. He's one of those Kay Cunningham types. Like those big, stocky guards that
he got that. He kind of his build remind me of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he taller than Jalen Brunson though.
Now I'm talking about like the body, like stocky.
Like I don't know I think if you get Ace or Dylan to pair up, that's your starting point. Especially if you get Ace. I've been wanting a wing on this team for a minute. Like I wanted it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do if we don't draft Ace, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do, BK.
I think we need one of those guys. I think they're targeting one of those guys. That's why Sean is trying to get these vets off.
No, is Popton still here or what?
I'm right here.
So what about Noah Sanjay? I mean, he's decent, right?
He's really good. He's really good. He's younger than Cooper, for as much as everybody's always saying, like a day younger. He just turned 18 too, and but
he's for one of those later picks. You don't get him with our pick.
I mean they got him in the top 10. I mean, at number 8, like he can be picked up at number 8.
What do you guys think about Johnny?
You gotta hope he falls. Like he'd be perfect. But the thing is, him and Clowney would have to fight out for that 4th.
So who's actually better than? I mean, who has the bigger upside?
He's better than Clowney to me. To me, I watch him play against grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like he plays for ULM, and that team has a NBA draft pick on it, Ben Saraff, and he's way better than Ben Saraff. Like way. And Ben Saraff has the ball in his hands. The way he gets his points, rebounds. Like that's how he scores. The beginning of the year, he was shooting threes, and then he just hit a terrible slump. That his 3-point shooting is way down, but he can shoot. And he's a 4, and his superpower is rebounding. So all of those things, man, he'd be a great pickup for the Nets.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's possible that like there's gonna be a lot of players like exiting this team next season, man. So
I want Wilson gone.
Really? You
yeah.
don't, I mean he's gonna be here, but
Nah, I don't want
is
him to win this team.
he
He's
may
on
not
a
do
cheap
nothing.
contract, and they just drafted him. They're gonna keep him.
Yeah, he's not going on. He hasn't opened my
Yo,
eyes
Sean,
this year, though.
Sean Mars, if you listening, please just do me a favor. Just get Jalen Wilson off this team, bro. Do anything, bro.
He's that bad to you, Jalen Wilson, man?
Bro, yes.
Why you want Jalen Wilson off the team?
I just don't think he's. I don't think he's all that good, bro. I'm not impressed, to be honest. I'm not impressed.
You know who I would like to get on this team?
LM, I'll tell you
Imani
this.
Bates.
I just don't want any more one-dimensional players on this squad, bro. That's enough. I'm tired.
I've been saying I wanted Imani Bates on this team for a minute, but I don't think we're gonna get him.
No, I mean he's in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Like Jalen Wilson don't do nothing, bro. Like what does he do on the court? Like
I ain't gonna lie. If we get Ace, I don't really care about Imani.
Yeah, that's.
Like tell me, BK, please enlighten me. What does Jalen Wilson do on the court, bro? Because I don't see nothing.
Where'd he go? Monty Bates is
that's a damn good question, man. I mean, is he better than Cam Johnson? Like, can you think he could be a replacement Cam Johnson?
No, I told you this from the beginning. You know what he reminds me of? A slightly better version of Kessler Edwards.
Yeah, I mean, what did Kessler Edwards actually do? What was the strength that even got him to the NBA though?
Defense, 3-and-D.
Okay.
Imani Bates is out for the year, guys. By the way, he has a torn meniscus.
He's out for the what?
Out for the year. He has a torn meniscus. He just had surgery. Imani Bates.
I didn't even know that.
Well,
that.
Yeah. I thought he was in the G League, to be honest.
All right, let me wrap this up and get some sleep, man. Let me go back to sleep, man. My bad, I fell asleep.
hey, Merry Christmas, everybody who celebrates.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yo, Jonathan, Merry Christmas to you. You scrub, bro. I see you.
You check out Pete's show there, Nets fan. You know.
I got an episode tomorrow with CJ Holmes on the Daily News.
Oh yeah, CJ Holmes. I gotta start. You gotta tell me how. Like I said, I'm gonna take you out to Smith and Walensky's. Pete, you gotta tell me how you be getting these guys. Okay.
yo, Pete is a OG.
I know, man. I know.
Luke, thank you.
Right, Pete? We go back.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Yep. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and then share the stream. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.
You tell, y'all.